cut this music because they love to get a young nigga to strike. So we're going live right now, man. If you are near a computer or you want to hop on from your phone, go ahead and hit youtube.com/Tahir Moore, and we are going live right now. Link is getting set up. Where we at? Where we at though? It's gonna be a good show, man. Fuck them kids. Hey, order this shirt. What's poppin'? Appreciate that, man. All right, so look, man, we live on YouTube. So go ahead, pull up over on YouTube, man. We about to get this thing going. Tahir look like someone shot it in his face.
Yo, why they be going into you like that?
I tried too hard, nigga. Don't force it. Anyway, pull up on YouTube, man. We got it. Oh. All right.
This light right, I look cute.
This thing. Dang.
Oh no, this is perfect. It's soft. I don't have makeup on. This is perfect. Oh, that's too bright. And then the smirk, you're freaking me out.
That was a hella villainous laugh. Hella villainous. Oh, 101 Dalmatians ass laugh right there. What's up, Malik?
What up?
I
look good.
Ain't nothing, man. What's going on with you, baby boy?
Hey, man, just, trying to stay corona-free in the streets.
Oh, yeah. That's a real thing. That's a real thing, man.
That's all.
So we're waiting on BT and Clayton. We're about to get it going.
But they busy.
I don't know what they're going on. I sent them the link, so.
BT probably finally took a nap. That nigga ain't been sleeping like 5 days.
Yeah, BT don't be sleeping. He always lies. I know.
No, that nigga, like, he FaceTimed me like it was like 4 a.m. And like, some of us have to go to work. Like, I have to go in.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You still be going to work like every day?
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Well, why you keep being responsible?
Because who gonna pay these bills?
Okay, that's a good point. Keep being responsible. Keep being responsible. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, my other glasses ain't even in here though. I thought they were. Oh well, you rocking with these things. Which ones you want? The clear ones. Yeah. What you got going on, Malik?
I ain't got shit going on, bro.
Yeah?
Just chilling.
Doing your show tomorrow.
I was just sitting here watching American Crime. I'm like 4 years late, 3 years late or some shit.
Is it good?
I mean, and you know what, man? I've been watching so much shit now, it don't even matter. I just need something on TV.
You just need something on the TV?
Yeah, I'm not even really like, oh, this bad, it's good. I'm just like, all right, whatever. Keep talking. Shit is happening.
We had just bought the movie The Rhythm Section, and it's pretty good, man. We still got like maybe like 20 minutes to go, but it's a pretty trippy movie, man.
Yeah,
it's like one of the ones that you can like a real movie you stream from home type thing.
I watched that Issa Rae movie last night.
Oh, how was that?
Liquid trash.
Wait a second. Liquid trash?
It was not good to me.
Yeah.
To me. I just was like, nah, it wasn't good.
Okay. Liquid trash. That is
missed jokes. I hate when like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too many missed jokes. It was just
I didn't get the chance to finish watching. I started it. I got probably maybe 15, 20 in, and I had to do something. So I was like, couldn't do it, man.
What movie is this?
Birds and some shit.
The Love something.
Yo, I thought that was cute. I enjoyed that roller coaster.
But Malik, you also have to understand about Dominque is that she didn't like the 5 heartbeats. So
So no.
I just want to throw that out there. You said it was trash.
No, we're not doing that tonight because I'm finally back in the good graces of your fan base. They say nice things. They don't say mean things to me anymore.
Listen, that's your opinion.
I like
on it. You know what's crazy? I was booking somebody for the show because I tried to book it out for the whole week on Sunday, right? I was talking to somebody. I was like, yo, I would love to have you on the show. Whoop-de-whoop. There was like, I was like, I don't know if you're familiar with it. There's like, oh yeah, that's the show. Old girl said she didn't like 5 Heartbeats. That's what people took away from the show.
Right.
Not the show where I get like national headliners to come on and talk shit. The show where old girl didn't like the 5 Heartbeats.
Well, let me clean this up.
Listen, and they keep asking me to come back too. So like, here we are.
Yeah.
Well, let me set the record straight. It wasn't liquid trash. You know, I just was honestly, I gotta watch it again. I was watching it, but I was, you know how you watching something, but you doing other shit
on your phone, doing like 3 other things.
So I gotta take that back, and I was watching it, but I was, you know how you watching something, but you doing other shit.
All right, so if somebody's watching it on YouTube, go ahead and mute your YouTube.
I'm like, I said that already?
Yeah. All right, so I don't know what Clayton is, and I know BT just texted me. He said he'll be here in 5 minutes. So I'll say it again once they get here. So first of all, thank y'all for pulling up. It's another episode of Zooming with the Homies. If you guys go ahead and change your names in your Cash App, your Zoom to your Cash App name. You guys, like I always say, I'm never gonna charge for this show. I'm not gonna create a Patreon or anything because y'all already know y'all already putting money out. So if y'all could just take care of my guests, it would be greatly appreciated. They'll change their names to their Cash Apps. Here comes Clayton. So I'm gonna say this again. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to thank everybody, man. Like we've been doing this for damn near 2 weeks, and people have been pulling up like crazy. No less than 800. From 800 to 2,500. It's been an amazing show. So I want to thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for continuing to pull up. Thank you for supporting all the endeavors I got going on. And, hopefully you guys are learning about new comics and new people. I know somebody tagged me on Twitter today. It's like they found out about D-Lay and Jackie Fabulous from this show. So they got new fans. So that's my goal, is to try to introduce you guys to new comics and new talent, man. We got Clayton CT Thomas in the building, Mr. Detroit, his own.
Did you see that?
What's going on, brother?
You see this? Look at this.
Huh?
You see that?
I do. What is that? Is it you got a knob for it?
I mean, Taj got me a little camera light, so I can.
Okay, that's cool, man. She didn't get you an alarm, so you would have been here at 9 o'clock.
I feel like that was very petty, and I feel like we're better in our friendship than that. But apparently, we're not. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm tripping. All
right, so CT, I was just giving them the rundown, man. A lot of people were trying to get me to start a Patreon for this. I don't have a Patreon. I just appreciate you guys supporting and watching all the shows I got going on.
Now forget that. We're starting one ASAP. You starting one, and I'm starting one. Let's do it.
I'm not starting one, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of my fan base is the same as Tony Baker, same as Kev, same as Damn Internet You Scary, same as Pat's personal one. They're already spending $20 out the rip just on that alone. So I'm gonna give them this for free. For as long as I can, as long as we're in quarantine, I do it. And all I ask is that you take care of my guests when they come on. So all my guests, I always ask you guys to change your name to your Cash App handle so the fans can bless you a little bit and, send you off with a little something. That's all I ask, you know what I'm saying?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So this is what I want to say. First of all, I hear all that, and that's so admirable. Tahir is such a great guy. However, what you don't understand is you, sir, while you might have a lot of similar fans to those brothers, I think we all do, and I think you are the word I'm trying to say is you're undershooting your own fan base. You have people that just love to hear more and that would love to just support everything that you're doing. So I think you're doing yourself a disservice, good brother, by not forming your own Patreon, because who's to say that you won't come up with something that might be just for the Patreon audience and people would love to show their support and love to you.
Hey man, let me tell you something. When that moment comes, I will do it. You know what I mean?
The moment's not gonna come. You gotta make the moment come.
Hear me out, CT. Okay. I've thought this through, bro. I thought this through. I would much rather continue to grow my fan base, flood them with a ton of free stuff, right? And then when I have the perfect plan, then to launch it, right? Because here's the thing about Zooming with the Homies. Zooming with the Homies is great and it works right now while we're in quarantine, right? Let's say the show gets super big and stuff like that, and everybody goes back on the road. I can't get you guys to commit to a 9 to 11 time slot because y'all niggas out making real money. So while I got you, I'm going to just take advantage of this opportunity.
I'm not listening anymore because you're not listening. Okay? What you're not understanding.
What we telling you is to start an OnlyFans, okay? Because Tahir fans are begging me to start an OnlyFans. It's some bitches in my DMs that is like, take the shit off. We want to see your titties. And I'm like, my nigga, I don't know. But I'm.
Well, the fact that you said I don't know lets me know that you are open to it, and that's all we want. That right there lets me feel a little bit better about whatever's going on.
Hoping
Hear more. You, sir, have to understand this, man. We are all in completely different homes right now, and we are able to do this because what if we are on the road? If it's a different time, if somebody says, I want to go on Tahir's show, they're going to come to Tahir's show. That's number one. Number two, the fact that you have this platform to kick it with your bros and your sisters and all of that good stuff, you can do that continuously. It doesn't even matter about us being in the quarantine or not. People love you, and they're going to love you whether we're stuck in the house or not.
I appreciate that. Listen, we'll sidebar that and we'll talk.
You're never going to bring it back up, so keep going.
No, we'll call me. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about why you chose not to wear a shirt, though. Like, I know you got the buffness going on, but like, I'm trying to figure out why you. No, don't take the glasses off and rub the eyes. Stop. Don't do the sexy shit, bro.
Listen, brother.
Nah.
This is what you need to understand. Number one, I'm attractive, no matter what I wear. Number two, good brother, and my fans already know, some of the people who might be familiar with our friendship already know that this is how I do my content, man. I'll be in the same recliner, my picture behind me with the tank top and the beanie on, baby. That's quarantine CT. You understand?
I think doing like full productions and shows in a wife beater is very unprofessional.
Hey man, we calling it tank tops, all right? We changing it from that toxic name. We're not calling it wife beaters.
He's being funny every single night, a DJing show where he has nothing but a tank top and vampire teeth in his mouth. So he's being funny.
Malik, have you been to BT's club?
Yeah, I stopped by.
Why are you so somber? Like,
yeah,
who pissed in your lemonade? Yeah, I mean, I stopped by once or twice, and it was a long line. The niggas
it wasn't really no hoes in that bitch.
You ain't been recently.
BT, what are your fangs? I requested you to wear your fangs tonight. I wanted to hear the list.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you don't know what I'm talking about.
She being there.
He's
hey, Malik.
Kingsley, but Vincent Dracula Jones is a completely different person.
It is.
Tender Lovings be there lap dances. It be lit, that
BT club is so crazy. You would think it was a real club if you heard people talking about it, but it's hella virtual. People be sending each other drinks and all that type of shit, paying BT to take his nipple out. It's a crazy time, guys. It's a crazy time, man. But it's a good time nonetheless.
Facts.
Malik, it looks like we keeping you up past your bedtime. You need a shot of espresso?
Just listening, man.
Nah, man, you ain't coming to listen. You came here to participate. You a comedian? Look, they wouldn't even know you was a comedian. You're so low key right now. You're somber. I don't like it.
I think he miserable because he ain't getting no barbecue today. It's been a sad Memorial Day.
I don't eat pork.
Yeah, he don't even. Yeah,
they got beef barbecue. They got beef ribs. They got beef burgers.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just enjoying y'all, man. I'm listening to y'all talk shit.
Here's what you gotta understand about Malik Sanon, brother. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know if he's going by the last name. If you gotta know about Malik S. Malik S, number one, is one of the funniest comedians on the planet. However, right now, this Malik is the Malik that I know on a personal level. I didn't know he showed this Malik to the public. This Malik right now is way too big. I didn't even know he showed this to the world.
I'm just listening, man. Y'all. I'm still on the titty. I was hoping the titty when it came out.
Malik, I don't know how freely you can talk.
It's the lady titty, because some of y'all niggas got
No, that wasn't even going that way. I wasn't even going that way. I was just gonna say, have you seen any titties since quarantine started?
Bruh, no titties since quarantine, man.
No?
That's sad.
Dude, I'm single.
That's why you sound like this.
Yeah. You ain't seen no corn titties.
You know what, man?
Hold on. I got you.
Got me? That's what I'm talking. No,
I'm just kidding.
Oh, these niggas know. Then it ain't special if you show everybody.
And I was just gonna say, no, don't do that shit on my page. I can't handle the strikes. Don't get me no strikes.
Listen,
I don't care about titties. I care about the strikes. Don't fuck up my money.
Like the fuck?
Nigga, I was drooling already. I was waiting for that motherfucking time.
I was about to exit her ass out of this goddamn meeting.
You gotta exit after the show it.
Like, we ain't gonna ever have her.
No. I can't take no strikes.
I be telling Nate that during Twerk Circus, he'd be like, "Don't show it." I went, "Well, let him show it and then tell him to stop. Don't just stop him before they didn't let it happen."
Dog, I saw a whole ass on your show. I tuned in. I was like, "Oh, there's a big ass in my face."
Oh, my show?
Yes, I didn't know it was like live like that. I knew it was live, but it was.
Yeah, it get crazy.
Yeah, they get crazy. When he call them in, they do whatever. Pouring water, chocolate, honey on themselves, whipped cream.
Yeah, it be crazy.
Michael Blackson Jr. around this bitch.
See, blacks would be encouraging it. I just be playing music.
Let me ask you something. How does Michael Blackson not have coronavirus? This nigga be having like 50 people at his house every day. Like, I'm starting to think the virus is not real because unless Michael Blackson is so African, it can't penetrate.
There it is.
That's probably what it is.
That's what it is.
It can't penetrate him. His hair alone just like knocks it off.
If you can handle the mosquitoes in Africa,
Somebody said he
right.
did lots of coke.
I mean,
I can't say yay or nay. I've never.
He shot a music video just the other day. He had a whole production. That nigga had a line producer. That nigga had grip there, lighting. I mean,
that's funny.
How is he not? I gotta call Mike. Be like, nigga, whatever you doing, I need to do it because I don't want to catch that shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that's still not taking it serious. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw the video this past weekend in the Ozarks in Missouri, where they were just like, I know you saw it, Dom. It was like a hold-on pool party, beginning of the summer, let's turn up. And they're like, oh, well, they were taking our temperatures at the front. They're like, bitch, have you heard of asymptomatic? Do you know what that means? No. Do you know what that means?
My mom stay at home. My mom and daddy at home because they old. I'm like, just don't go out.
Motherfuckers really still acting like they can't catch it. We are nearing 100,000 deaths, and they just like, nigga, I'm good. Okay.
Everybody in LA seemed like they already just said, forget the quarantine, and they just said they making their own rules. I'm not going outside.
I still haven't. I mean, I'll go out like randomly, and when I'm out, it's hella people out, and it'd be so stupid because you'd be looking at them like, "What y'all doing out?" And they'd probably be looking at me like, "What you doing out?"
Right.
That's every day for a run, but I don't go hang out. I mean, I go running every day, just get some sun and shit.
Yeah.
Do you run with your mask on?
Nah, hell nah. You'll die.
I run with it on, but like right here, and then when people come around, I pull it up real quick.
Yeah, you're not supposed to run it with it on. You can't get enough oxygen.
It's an ordinance in Glendale. You got to have your mask on anytime you're outside.
What is it again?
They got like the second highest number, the second highest deaths.
You say what?
They got the second highest deaths.
And
Glendale?
Yes, Glendale is like the second highest behind. I think it's like somewhere kind of up north, but like Glendale is number 2 on the list. Nigga,
Shut the fuck up. Before Van Nuys?
Yes, we're number 2. Well, I'm not in Glendale. I'm in Eagle Rock.
Oh, okay.
So next time over.
Than the Glendale people.
Yeah, why you say it like that with so much? I'm in Eagle Rock.
Yeah,
right. Have you been?
So much great poupon on your voice.
It's like St. Louis compared to East St. Louis.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I did.
Fuck you. Where you from in St. Louis again? What part?
This side. So I'm kind of like we pretty and ghetto.
Wellston area?
No, I said the west side.
West side. They kind of sound familiar.
Wellston is different. That dog, like low key, I got pulled over in Wellston one time. I went home to visit, and the cop was just like being a dick. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be a dick back. And he was like, well, I'm gonna take you to jail. I'm like, nigga, y'all don't have no jail.
They don't though.
Like, oh, I'm like, so where you gonna take me?
He got to take you to another municipality and create a charge for you to go to jail.
Dog, I went.
Then now Wellston don't have a police department. The police department quit.
Yeah, I thought they had merged like all the counties together.
No. What's up, CT?
Can we not talk about y'all city that we know nothing about? Would that be cool? Or y'all? I mean, y'all just keep doing what you're doing. I just want to know.
We can talk about Detroit. I actually bought some property in Detroit.
I don't want to hear how much. I don't want to hear how much.
I bought 6 blocks in Detroit for $21.99.
Hey, you know what? I was in escrow to buy Detroit. Period.
What? How much would they talk about for you?
This white dude outbid me by $40.
Damn.
Right.
I thought about buying Detroit like 2 years ago, but my financial advisor was like, nigga.
Right. But look, I was buying Detroit with Eminem. They was gonna keep Eminem too.
You know what's funny about y'all trying to buy Detroit? I tried to buy East St. Louis, but they was like, oh man, you could just have it. Came up with a deal for me.
That was good.
What you do with it? What you do with it?
He said, "What you do with it?"
Give this to the homeless people, man. They ain't doing nothing. Hey, did y'all see? Here's my thing. Not to jump into the joint, bro, but I watched that 112 Jagged Edge battle today, bro.
I was waiting.
And number one, let me just say this. Jagged Edge doesn't have enough hits to contend with 112, number one. Number two, where the hell were the other two members of 112?
They went to a legal battle.
Yeah, they beef.
Yeah.
What?
They going through something with Puffy. So they was like, man, fuck that. We ain't coming.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
I'm
Puff,
like-
though. That's not weird.
Was
So
not
it's like 110 instead of 111.
Bro, when I saw Mike and Slim, first of all, everybody loves Slim, but Mike is the least favorite member of 112. I'm like,
That's
oh,
because people don't know. Mike might have the best voice in 112.
Here's the thing. A lot more people hate Q's voice than I realize.
no way.
I promise you, man. A lot of people in the comments sound off right now. How many of y'all actually like Q's voice? I'm okay with it. I thought it was a unique voice,
Me
but
too.
a lot of people hate Q's voice, man.
Like I'm a player.
Wait, not
That's
Q.
Mike.
Is it Slim? Who's the lead singer? Slim?
Slim.
Oh, Slim. It's Slim voice. A lot of people hate Slim's voice.
But like I'm a player. That's mostly Mike.
Yeah, he killed that too.
Yeah. The why don't you ever go away? That's also Mike. But Slim was the voice of 112, and that was kind of always ever prevalent.
Yeah,
I think it was because at one point he was more like the most attractive person. Y'all wouldn't know that, but you know.
Slim?
Yeah, Slim.
he's not so slim right
That's
now.
a
That's his
Not Slim.
He looks
He's
like his name
definitely-
Marvin.
He's borderline in BT is what he's borderline.
He's the formerly known as Slim, is what he is. No disrespect. That battle was so. First of all, Jagged Edge has some hits. For them to bring out Where the Party At that late in the game.
Listen, let's go through it. I got it.
Nelly did the same thing.
I was
Well,
waiting.
Nelly, in Nelly's defense, well, not his defense, Nelly was playing songs ain't nobody heard from an album that ain't came out yet. That
That's
already
true.
is disrespectful.
That's true. I'm gonna be honest with you. Going into the battle, I'm like, man, Jagged Edge got hits. I'm thinking Jagged Edge gonna like pull.
They got like 3
super
songs.
early, right?
Right.
But yo, 112 had a nice category. They had a nice discography going. I was like, I forgot about these. Yeah.
To hear.
If they only had the other two members there, it could have really been crazy.
To hear. It wasn't even close.
Already done.
It wasn't even close. When I've looked at this over and over again, Drew Hill actually had a better chance. Drew Hill they would have won. Jagged Edge and Drew Hill is a better matchup.
Yeah.
And Jagged Edge against 112, they would have had a better chance, and they didn't have enough hits.
Here's the thing, though. If you would have did Drew Hill, all they could have did was just press play because they only got 2 albums. So they would have had to just play both albums from forward to end, and that would have been the verses because they don't have enough of a catalog to battle with 112.
No, but 112 cheated because they used Slim song also, so then you could use Cisco's hits. So and Cisco got 3 on his own because they played So Fly.
If we're going to, first of all, I did hear that So Fly, and I said that's kind of cheating because that was a solo song. However, the battle that I want to see, everybody keeps saying Usher and Chris Brown. I want to see Usher versus Neo or Usher versus Beyonce. I want to see true cats that are in the same class. Trey Songz and Chris Brown can go. That's the same class. You can't put people who aren't in the same class next to each other. That's why Jagged Edge lost so horribly.
Yeah, because 112 came out super early. Cupid came out, what? Was that 94?
Exactly.
I don't think Trey Songz will fuck Chris Brown. I'm grown.
Well, here's the thing, brother. I just want to see them head up. That's the same class. But Chris Brown definitely going to win. But if we want mixtapes, Trey Songz.
Chris Brown could hang with Usher if you really think about it in hindsight. Like Chris Brown really has solid albums, and I'm not standing.
You don't have solid albums.
Yes, he do. Yes, he does. Exclusive Color solid.
What's it called?
Exclusive. The second one with Kiss Kiss. And the first one.
I was too old for it. I was too old and he was too young. It was too big of an age gap for me to like really pay attention. I didn't really start listening to Chris Brown.
The Green Grass is Greener.
Heartaches and Full Moons.
Yep.
Full Moons and Heartache. That album with like 148 songs on it. That shit has some joints on it. And then the one after that too has some joints. But anything before that, I missed it. Like him,
you was in and out. You was
me down. I was like, he fucking high schoolers. I can't listen to this right now. This ain't really for me.
Where were you in 2005?
Huh?
2005, I was still in St. Louis. I was in
No, I was saying, okay, so 2005, I was 18. Fuck, that was a long time ago.
Sure you were.
Yeah, okay, so you graduated.
I just went to college.
Oh, really?
And
try to keep your acting age down. I played between the ages of.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Tender Lovings. So you graduated 04 or 05?
05.
Okay, I'm 04. Okay, so basically same age. So
I'm 07.
What'd you say?
BT just said he graduated 07.
Right.
That is a
From
blatant.
high school, he alive. That nigga look like he's 45.
Jesus Christ, Tender Lovings. The disrespect. I can't sit here and let you disrespect BT Kingsley like that.
BT knows I'm beloved. I love BT.
I graduated in 02.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm the same way with Chris Brown. However, with Trey Songz, I caught the full-on mixtape Trey Songz right before Ready came, and I was like, oh, this dude got hits. So him versus Chris Brown will be a solid battle because they both got hits. But Usher and Chris Brown, there's no contest. Usher gets that hands down all day.
Usher should go.
I mean, mainly because of Confessions, but that's it.
What?
It don't matter how you win.
Other than Confessions.
What you're saying right now, what you're saying, Dominique, is basically, oh yeah, he won, but only by an inch. It don't matter if it's a fucking inch or a mile. A win is a fucking win. You understand me? I don't give a fuck.
So what y'all not going to today is to attack me, my nigga. We're not.
I'm keeping it real.
Confessions
he only gonna win because he had one magnificent album. Well, motherfucker, it was a magnificent album. So it don't.
He had more than. Listen, I don't even know if Confessions is Usher's best album.
It was 8701.
So why are you acting like he only had one album then?
He got you.
You must not have heard me saying that that 8701 was better than Confessions.
Yeah, I heard you. I just thought
me calling you 45.
I thought you were.
Yeah, I was still upset about that.
I heard it. I was like, oh, she's still high.
Yo, Dominique saying he's 47 is the disrespect of the night. First of all, Dominique, your teeth are amazing. I just want to tell you that. Got going, but you're gonna pass that on to some kids. That's lucky.
I thought I was on some weird shit when I was looking at her teeth. Like usually I look at titties and ass and shit. And I'm looking at her teeth like I fuck with teeth right there. I fuck with those teeth. Those are good ass teeth right there.
Them veneers.
Fuck you, BT. You rude.
Definitely veneers.
I fuck with those teeth like that though.
T, you wanna know the list?
Saying that 8701 was better than Confessions too. It's obviously that this drunk Corona is going around too.
It's got to be because people sick. If you think that that's better than Confessions,
absolutely. Because let's keep it all the way honestly. Like you cannot play 8701 from beginning to end.
No,
like no skips.
That's you. So
no skips.
So y'all trying to say it's something wrong with me is what y'all saying because I do.
But we said that in the beginning because you don't like the 5 heartbeats.
You don't like the 5 heartbeats.
You missed that episode.
Oh, don't bring that back up.
He thought it was trash.
She thought. First of all,
hold on. We're not doing this to here.
Dominique.
I thought we agreed that we were not doing that today.
Dominique, I'm gonna say this right now.
We have grown. We have
the
moved
fact
on.
that
you like that ex-boyfriend that just keep
Dominique, you're not about to loud talk me now. You about to hear these. You about to hear this brow beating that you're getting now.
No,
okay?
I'm not. I ain't getting shit because I'm me.
About to get this brow beat. Number one, I can't see no flaws from the top of your head to your neck. I don't know what's going on under that. But I will say the fact that you have the audacity to not like the 5 heartbeats is disrespectful, and I won't allow it.
Yeah. Listen, this is why I fuck with Dominique, because she said that shit and she stood on it. And in a chat full of people that was like blasphemy, screaming at her.
But low key,
crucifixes in hand.
It was a young lady. It was 2 people.
I don't like that shit.
Yo, low key, it was hella people. I don't know if y'all saw the comments at the beginning when you repeated that, though we left it in the past, that actually agreed with me. Somebody said the acting was hella creepy and corny.
The acting was creepy and corny. Who says this? Somebody that's like,
I don't know, but somebody said they didn't like it.
So you're gonna go for the one comment that said they didn't like it.
And then shout out to the ladies that's been calling you hella pretty. I'm gonna take
Listen, first of all, those are the ladies that said that they agree with you. Those are your cousins.
Let's
just go through. Yeah, those are your cousins too. Let's just go. Confessions album. I'm gonna go through it quickly.
Okay.
Intro, yeah. Throwback. Confessions interlude. Confessions part 2.
Mhm.
Burn, Caught Up, Superstar.
Yep.
Interlude,
Superstar
the
is
song.
the one.
Truth Hurts,
Mm.
Simple Things, Bad Girl.
Bad
That's
girl.
what it's made for.
That's what it's
Can
made
you
for.
handle it?
Can you
Do
handle
it
it?
to me.
Do
Take
it to
your
me.
hand. Follow me. Whatever I want. Confessions Part 1.
I'm not skipping nothing. I will say the only song that came back to bite him in the ass was Let It Burn. And that's just for rumor reasons. But everything else, fine.
But that's not even true because that don't burn though. That's gonorrhea.
Oh, man.
That would be Let It Bump. Let it bump. That would be that. And let me say this. Let me say this. Can you handle it? And that's what it's made for. Back to back like that. That should be 6 points.
Facts.
If it's going by ones, each song is 1. Those 2 apart should be 3 and 3 because those are fire. And anytime you made a mixed CD, because at this time this was mixed CDs, not playlists.
Yep.
If you made a mixed CD, most times you scattered the song all over. You
Yep.
kept those 2 together. You let it roll right into there, be like, hey, yeah, you're getting this, and now you're finna get this because that's what it's made for. You
Don't
went with
think
it.
about Do It To Me. Do It To Me off top. If you don't have that on your playlist where you just smashing, you inviting a girl over, y'all about to get it in. If that ain't on your playlist, you're not trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought Seduction was on this album.
It is.
No, it's on the bonus. It's the bonus.
Oh, gotcha.
That's interesting.
Y'all
So
get
that's
it.
with
Okay.
like
I'm
red
giving
light
all
and all of that.
Now let's go to this lackluster 8701.
Okay, you
Wait,
remind
hold on, wait, I got you.
You got it?
Interlude, You Remind Me.
Okay.
All right, I
Fake
give you that
ass.
one.
I Don't Know.
Okay.
Lit.
Twerk It Out.
Yes.
No,
You Got It Bad.
Yeah.
you got it bad.
Pop Your Collar. If
No.
I Wanted To.
No,
I
Pop Your
Can't Let
Collar
You
was
Go.
a bonus track. That's not on here.
What?
Pop Your Collar.
It's number 6 on what I'm looking at.
what you looking at? Wikipedia?
I'm looking at Google.
Okay,
No.
keep going.
No, because it's You Got It Bad If I Want To.
Okay, well, if I want to, I can't let you go. You don't have to call. With
You don't have to
Amazing.
Can you help me?
No.
Yes.
How do I stay? Hottest thing. Good old ghetto.
Good old ghetto. I'll give you good old ghetto.
TTP and Separated.
So 4.
You got
We
that's
got,
something.
we got 4 good tracks on 8701. 4.
4 and a possible. Because y'all got to, Can You Help Me? That Help Me is fire.
Okay, so 4 in the possible.
Yeah.
That's a losing hand of spades.
You're right.
Either way, it don't matter.
Got
You're
nothing.
gonna fuck either way.
You
Okay,
say what?
well, it's good to know that. Well, it's good to know.
I mean, in the context
Oh,
of
God.
not me, but like either way, either one.
But it
came
don't
up.
matter. Okay, so so take it fucking out of the equation. Just riding music or listening to music. You got to skip all day on that one.
Yeah.
All day skips.
I don't be skipping.
You like
You gonna
mediocre
pick someone
shit.
for 8701. Confessions?
You from the west side. You from the west side. So I mean,
No,
Wait,
I
you gotta
don't.
understand though. She's a
And
woman.
you be eating snoot, so you got mediocre taste.
I haven't eaten snoot in a while. So and don't disrespect because you know what it tastes like, motherfucker.
Wait, Tahir. I need to understand before we keep going with this Usher thing, because you just breezed past how you didn't believe 112 was gonna be able to it was gonna be close.
Here's
And I
the
don't
thing.
understand.
Here's the thing. I thought I was going through my mind. I didn't go back through the track list, right? I'm thinking of all the songs that I like from 112, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking Cupid, I'm thinking Peaches and Cream, I'm thinking Player, the Interlude, all of that. I'm like, oh, they got some hits. I was like, but they don't have a whole lot of party hits like J.E. did. J.E. had some party hits, right? And that Where the Party At is such a banger, bro. It's kind of hard to go against that. So I was thinking about it from that standpoint. Because I know what I like from 112, but I don't know what I like is like the popular demand. So like I didn't even know they would play that. I'm a player. Because that's not like that wasn't a single. It was really, and then they did that interlude. If you really want to go like that, I was like, they're not gonna do that. Like, but that's my shit. So I'm thinking like they're not gonna be able to compete with like that. So
But even the hits alone, right? Because what happened was, as opposed to them going into hits or album cuts, they went into features, right? So, and I'll go through it fast because I wrote them down preparing for it tonight.
You talking about the battle?
I hit you about this 6 weeks ago.
And 112, Jagged Edge 112, what you talking about, right?
Yeah. So He Can't Love You versus Over Now.
Mm-hmm.
Where y'all going?
Well, first of all, it's not even where I'm going. Jagged Edge only had 3 songs to contribute. And that was
the originals and the remixes. So he Can't Love You is hot, but it ain't beating Over Now. You Can't Leave, whatever the fuck that is. Or You Can Leave the versus Love is what my love is made of. Wednesday Lover versus Now That We're Done. Promise versus You Already Know. Gotta Be versus Anywhere. Yeah. Walk Right Out of Heaven versus Cupid. I Don't Ever Want to Say Goodbye versus Player. At that point in time, I had the 6-0. I had 6-0-1.
6-0-1-12.
I had 6-0-1. I gave one draw between Wednesday Lover and Now That We're Done.
No, I'm saying 6-0-1-12.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're, I forgot what the song it was. I didn't even know the song that Jagged Edge played versus some random ass Mobb Deep song. I gave them a draw.
Yeah, I didn't like that. The one with Prodigy.
Yeah, I was over.
Yeah, I could have dealt without that. And they was like, "That's another platinum hit." I was like, "Who listened to it?"
Right.
Yeah, they kept saying that shit. I was like, "That's a number one." I was like, I had to start Googling.
Number one where?
Us like Google did not exist. I'm like, fam, we have internet search engines. We can see all of this. These are lies.
Right. Then they said they went nasty. So they came out of the woodwork with that Nasty Girl with Biggie on it, but then 112 played Sky's the Limit.
Right.
It turned into a Biggie concert immediately.
Yeah. Promise the remix versus Soulfly, then the order switch. Then they did Like Slim Duran versus Trade It All. Love Me versus Love Me, Hold Me versus In These Arms. Dance With Me versus Mess With My Man. Only You remix versus Let's Get Married remix.
BT.
Yeah.
If you allow me, I just have to say this. You're going through this list. For the people who are not knowing or did not see the concert, you have to explain the fact that there were so many fuzzy sounding songs because their audio was trash. Let's also discuss that. Okay?
It was on both sides.
You know what's funny? It wasn't horrible when the music was playing, but it was terrible when they was talking.
Man, and that was the worst audio. That was worse than
like a kit on what to do and how to set up everything.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the problem. And I want to say that I'm so glad you said that. Here's the problem. When you watch these versus battles, it's hard for them to sound test because they're going to see everybody in the room. The best way for them to do a sound check is for them to go on somebody else's Instagram account that doesn't have a lot of numbers so they can test to see how it sounds and then they'll know what to prepare for, i.e. turning the volume down so there's no echo, making sure that all of their sound isn't too close to a speaker to drown it out. But none of them are willing to do that. They just coming on live like, hey, we got 100,000 people in here. Like, look, we know y'all ain't relevant here.
You know how bad of a look that is? Y'all got Brian Michael Cox in this room with y'all. He is a bona fide hit maker.
Yes.
We can't get rid of this goddamn static.
Yes.
Brian Cox dominated the 90s and early 2000s. Brian Cox. And y'all can't get rid of static?
I want to see him battle somebody.
Yes. Now that's
good. Got all the answers. You goddamn right.
Jonte Austin already battled somebody.
Who?
Jonte Austin. Did he already?
Yeah, Jonte went against Neo.
Oh hell.
As a producer?
Yeah, as a songwriter.
No, I need to see. That's the thing, bro. I need to see. I would love to be the coordinator for that show. I need to see true battles as this goes on. Like in my opinion, I love Jamaica. I love the movement, but I feel like that battle was way more publicized than 112 versus Jagged Edge.
Well,
what was Jonte Austin Neo? Because I didn't even know about that shit.
I didn't know
that was like the second or third battle.
All the way real though. All the way real. You can tell which ones are by popular demand by what date they put it on or what day of the week. Like, I mean, granted, this was a holiday, but it was like a Monday for the verses. Erica and Jill got a Saturday, cuz. You know,
everybody got a Saturday.
Everybody got a Saturday. So. I mean, like, honestly, I mean, this was a good battle, but like, if I had to pick a top 10, this wouldn't have been in my top 10.
This ain't even in my top anything, bro. I'm not using this. This didn't happen to me. This was just a Monday that I happened to see 112 and Jagged Edge have a conversation on IG Live. That wasn't even a battle.
Yeah. Hey,
somebody said Brian Michael Cox and Rodney Jerkins. That'd be a good one.
That's solid. I like watching the producers or the song, the producer. I like watching the producer.
Hey man, there are so many Indians that would be disrespected.
You made an Indian, I didn't.
I didn't do that. I just said what you said, producer.
Yeah, I said producer. I like watching the producers and or songwriters battle because you don't know what's coming. Like when somebody writes and be like, oh.
Yeah.
And you could tell the songs that they love. You like, you wrote that? You be like, yeah, I wrote that. Like, oh man, like Neo and Jonte was probably my second or first It might have been my favorite one. That might have been my favorite battle out of everything.
But here's
Sound
the
was-
problem. Outside of Malik not saying anything for the past 3 minutes, you got to understand that when you're looking at the battle,
This nigga Malik is trying to do his taxes online right now. Like,
what happened was,
go ahead.
I had ran out of give a fucks like 5 minutes ago about
hey,
I couldn't even chime in. I was like,
You can't, man. This is
you
for
gotta
the
spread out
coaching.
the fucks. You got to spread
Let's
out.
talk about tennis shoes.
here's the problem right now. He'll jump right in.
And they get to rubbing his hands. Oh yeah.
When we look at the battles, bro, unfortunately, Instagram just did this big updates where now you can share your lives on your main page. So all of the artists from this point on are gonna get a chance to benefit from
I
that.
thought they
If
can't
they're-
play music no more.
Huh?
I seen something they were saying. I guess maybe the DJs can't be playing the music on Instagram.
I think they get 90 seconds. I think they said DJs now get 90 seconds, like
Per
before they
song?
need to switch songs or something like that. Yeah.
90 seconds?
Yeah. So they
I'm gonna
gotta
go to
start
Twitch,
that-
baby.
So now it's probably like a label thing and like the copyright.
Obviously, obviously, that's always what it is. That's why we're not playing music on here.
I don't
That's
know.
why I do a silent listening party, because it's
I'm
always
back.
a label.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's actually I mean, because we're not musicians, we don't make our money that way. But I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, if I put myself as a musician, some dude on Instagram jamming my shit, getting cash apps. You know what I'm saying? It's the same
Yes.
as TV when you think about it. TV can't just play your stuff without,
That's true.
paying. So I was just thinking, like, I know it sounds kind of bad, but when you put yourself in the artist situation,
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
speaking on behalf of DJ.
Oh no, wait. Clayton had his hand up for a minute. Yes, Clayton.
Two things, man. Number one, shout out to Jennifer Rivas and Marcus Moulton and Osley Jean Francois for shooting your boy some bread. I appreciate that. Mad blessings to you guys. Second, Tahir, if you could do me a personal favor, man. My wife is in the other room. She's also watching this show. If you could stop going to singles of Dominique, because god damn. Okay. But other than
I
that,
thought going what?
stop doing singles on Dominique. She fine as hell, and I don't need to be shouting out these compliments via the internet. But if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. But it's your show.
Stop doing singles on her. You must.
Yeah.
You don't have your thing on gallery view, because it's not on singles. You got to change it to gallery view.
Oh, it's on. Hold on. How do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
how do I do a single on Dominique? I got it on
Since
that.
y'all here,
I would
since
encourage
y'all
you to
here,
do
I
hard IG
shall I tell my
DM
friends?
slide.
My friend's brand.
That just do a hard DM slide on IG. I'll
Okay.
send you her IG, so you just slide right in there.
Oh,
And now we've addressed the elephant in the room. Now she won't be shocked when she pop up in there.
Right. Okay.
Now this like a little sis. Don't pop up in there with a dick pic. Be respectful when you go.
who's going?
Oh,
First of all,
wait, hold
who's
on. You say no
leading?
dick pic?
Yeah. Delete that.
I'm listening.
Who's leading with the dick? First of all, I got to say hello and see what your interest is and say a dick pic before somebody just
I don't know. Some people dip like with me. I would say hello in the dick pic. If you shoot from underneath the thigh, so they get the dick and the smile in the picture, it's like it's hard.
It's technically not the dick
Bad at
pic.
a dick pic when you're smiling
I
in it.
hate all y'all niggas. I hate all y'all niggas.
Dick pic.
Like if you shoot, you got to shoot like this, so you're looking down and she
Oh,
sees
Oh
it.
my God. Sit
But it's
down.
not a dick pic, though.
But hold on. But take the TV remote next to your dick so she can see as for a frame of reference.
Yeah. Let's show the dick and let me know it's real.
Yo.
bro, this Zoom is gonna ruin my marriage because I already belong to the streets.
Listen, Tangerine see Dominique. She knows she fine. She probably complimented her too. It's
Tangerine gonna fuck around and fuck
Fan
before.
watch it too. Fan watch it too. Shit.
She might already be in her DMs. As
Tangerine is gonna fuck around and end up fucking.
I hate all y'all.
do you live in San Luis?
No, I don't live in. I just told y'all I live.
Oh, Eagle Rock.
I live in Eagle
This
Rock.
nigga already slid in. Look, he already.
Hey, to here. Hey, so Dominique, I mean, how much is your rent though? Like, like a couple months rent.
You in LA?
Y'all trying to pay my rent?
Ain't no y'all, baby girl. I got you for 6 months.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what
You got me for hey,
You live in
that's
LA?
gonna get me to like what, December, my nigga. I'm
Wait.
gonna
I mean,
Wait, where do you live? You live in LA or St. Louis?
She's in Eagle Rock here in LA.
Huh?
Eagle
Oh,
Rock here in LA.
Oh, if it was St. Louis, I'm like, I got your rent. If it was St. Louis.
of course, because rent is like $300.
It's like,
I be trying to tell people, bro. People think that because I'm out here that I'm balling, right? I was like, bitch, it's because I'm out here, I'm not balling.
exactly.
If I was making here and living in St. Louis, man, listen.
We
I
be
own half the city.
balling.
I own half the city.
Yo, I was looking at houses out there like to buy property because that dollar list came out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was like, yo, like I could really go home and fuck some shit up.
But
Yo, the house that I always wanted as a kid on Lindell just went into foreclosure. Shit is like $1 million.
Here's the thing though, Dominique. Like, I don't know next time you get paid, but like literally you could take a third of your paycheck and go buy a third of Detroit. So you just have to expand your mind and expand your territory.
Right.
It's really just that. Like you don't have to live there, you just own the property.
This ain't nothing but the devil. I came in here thinking I was talking to my friend, my brother, and I'm being disrespected completely. Let's talk about Miami. Let's talk about where Malik's from.
Miami, man.
In Miami, when you get a new condo, you automatically get a brick of cocaine too. But it's so weird because they give you like a AA card to chop up the cocaine with. It's like, hey,
right.
Cocaine
in Miami.
That's a brain fuck right here.
A brick
of like, welcome to the neighborhood.
In Miami, cocaine is currency though. So,
yo.
I mean, you could go to the gas station and be like, let me get 2 bags of cocaine on 4. And they'll give you
like, yo, Malik, let me be your motivation. Come pay this rent.
Yo, a brick of cocaine.
They know they overcharging you for the place. They be like, man, we might as well throw in a brick.
I was supposed to be a drug dealer.
Huh?
I was supposed to be a drug dealer.
Again, you retired.
We're not gonna glaze over that.
You're not gonna glaze.
What happened? You went to career day and changed your mind, or like?
So what happened was, I had one of my, it's Miami. Everybody sell drugs.
Malik, speak up.
So one of my boys was,
She like drug dealers.
He was getting his thing, right? He was doing his thing. So he had, I was like, man, fuck it. I tried to fight it for a while, but I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm in. So the nigga had gave me like this back in the day. He gave me like $100 worth of weed. And, I tried to do my thing, and I was out there for like 6-7 hours, nigga. I only sold like $50. I was like, nigga, this take too long. I quit. So I quit. I sold drugs for like half a day.
That was successful though. You made a profit.
But I was like, how do you get to be that nigga though? I was like, I wasn't feeling the corner store shit. I wanted to be like,
you want to be kingpin.
This nigga gave Malik 10 dime bags to start off with.
But he didn't trust him. For free. He was my boy. So it wasn't like I was working for him. This was my shit.
Okay.
Yeah. See how you like it.
It just took too long, nigga. I was out there all day. I was like, nah, how I get to be that nigga? That's what I would. You know how they had a pyramid schemes? I want to be the nigga up top already that's selling the tea. Selling the herbal.
How do you go from zero to kingpin? You got to put the work in.
He wasn't even a general. This nigga wasn't even a soldier. He had just signed up for the Army Reserves. This nigga was doing one weekend out of the month. It was like, I want to run it. It's like, motherfucker, you don't even do PT.
Nigga came in Walter White.
Bro,
my beeper wasn't going off. I was like, man, I got a beeper for no.
My beeper wasn't going off.
My beeper was.
I'm out. My beeper wasn't going off. Malik, let me tell you something right now.
Miami is football, drug dealer, or what I'm saying, like straight up goon or warehouse worker. So that was the career choices we had, and I kind of.
Malik, if you don't say this on stage, I will physically fight you the next time.
I was loophole in the whole system, and I was like, comedian. They was like, what, nigga? We said drug dealer.
Yeah. That's better than me. I tried to sell weed my junior year in high school, right? Tried to sell weed my junior year. Now keep in mind, good student, student, honor roll, National Honor Society. I was class president my 12th grade year and my 8th grade year. I was a good student. I hung with everybody, but I was a good student, right? People knew me as a good student. I don't know why this career changed. I was still working at White Castles. And actually, it was me and my cousin, my homeboy. We all bought a pound from our manager, our night manager at the time, right? So we split it 3 ways, right? And so I had never sold weed before. Everybody knew I didn't smoke weed. And here I am trying to sell weed. The A student, class president, right? Everybody thought I was a fucking narc. Okay, nobody wanted to buy it. Bro, first of all, just getting it into school because I was paranoid. I was like, I don't want to put it in my bag because I go to metal tech, they're gonna search my bag. So I took a dictionary and tried to cut a rectangle in it with a butter knife. I'm sorry, steak knife, right?
Not bad.
So this serrated edges trying to go, it was the worst, like just all over the place. Nothing was it was just bad, man. It took me a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to get that off. And I made maybe $20 more than what I spent on it. I was like, nope, not doing this shit. It was stressful.
It wasn't worth it.
So fucking stressful. And then like I wasn't getting like good Yelp reviews. I'm asking niggas how it was. They was like, I mean, my nigga, it was weed. Like you don't want to hear that. Like you want to hear, oh, that shit was fire. Like that's how
you got that pure.
Like, my nigga, it was, it was weed. That's like
right.
Here's the funny thing. So I never sold drugs because I was obviously a square. However, I did end up selling candy like it was drugs. Like I had airheads coming out of my pocket. I was posing on the wall like I was Jay-Z. Like I had
attitude. You still had the same attitude about it.
I had the same attitude, bro. I was selling airheads 5 for $1.25, bro. Killing it, fam.
That was the only reason CT was going to choir rehearsal, just to pop off these airheads in the limit.
I'm not here for Jesus, fam. I'm just here for slaying these airheads, Playboy.
I made so many harmonicas out of the lemon head box and the Boston baked bean box, blowing that air through it when it's done. Nigga, I was trying to start a band. I was like, nigga, the box quartet. Let's get it going. I was with it. Niggas didn't have the vision, bro. Niggas didn't have the vision.
They didn't have the vision, bro.
I think if I would have stuck with it, I'd have been that nigga in a little bit if I'd have stuck with it because I'm smart and I had ambition, but I just ain't had no patience. But I think I'd have ended up I'd have been a dope ass drug dealer.
No pun intended.
I hate that it seems like you still considering it.
I'm confident in your answer, what you just said because you whispering about the shit, my nigga.
Nah, I mean, but that's just the drug dealer still in me. Drug niggas don't talk loud. I'm from Miami. We certain shit you say. Like, I'm only saying this shit now because clearly I'm not going back to that career. But
maybe. I mean, this quarantine, you never know, baby.
I think I'd have been dope at that shit though, dog.
Here's the thing. This is where Malik would have went wrong. And this, I can say this wholeheartedly, knowing this. It's only a couple comics that fuck with me on the fashion tip, right? I remember one time I was outside of the Improv and I had this jacket on, and somebody tried to rip on this jacket. It was like a blue jacket that had tweeted patches on it, silver buttons that had one red accent button on the end. And it had the collar layered, but it also had the tweed on the inside of the collar. And this was like this ugly ass former jacket on. Malik was like, no, nigga, that's a really nice jacket. Now, it could have been because he really saw the style in it, or it could also be the fact that he also owned the jacket. Nonetheless, looking at that situation and his shoe choice, Malik would have been too flashy. He would have been too flossing, too flashy. If you're gonna be the head, you can't be nowhere around it, and you can't dress like. You would have to be like the chicken guy off of Breaking Bad. Like he just dressed in the button up and just own the chicken. That's what you got to be when you're the head. Malik, you like to shop too much, my nigga. You love G-Star Raw.
Yeah.
Say I'm lying. I'm lying, nigga.
But look, see, that's what I'm saying. This would go back to being smart. I would have never just sold drugs. I still would have had some other shit going on. For all you know, nigga, I'd have been on the road headlining and had them things right at the comedy club.
That is unfortunate.
That's crazy. That sounds like
I would have had them things right there with me as I was, you know what I'm saying, doing my show. I would have had another hustle. You
would have been going from city to city, moving it, and wouldn't nobody know because you would have been on the flyer.
Here's the thing. This what happened when I was young. When I was a kid, my sister was fuck with this dope nigga. Like,
shout out to Tan, she know the real. Right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So she was fucking with it, and the dope nigga always told me, he was like, he as a young kid, he was like, he just gave me a lot of game. So I always knew how to move as far as doing shit like that. So I would have never been too flashy. I would have always kept another hustle. I'd have always did, like even with me and you kind of same nigga, like I was a badass kid, but I graduated on time. I went to college, got a college degree, even taught high school for a year. But I was always doing thug shit. but I always knew how to balance my shit.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, it's all about balance, bro.
And tell them what do. The whiskey of choice by all gentlemen across the world. Cut the check. Tell them what
Are
do.
we sponsored?
Cut the check. I'm trying to. I'm tagging them
Hey,
every
we're gonna
day.
get there. We're gonna call them. I got you.
Cut
I'm
the
gonna do
check.
something for you. You put a little bit of my degree to work. I got you, boo.
I need
What's
that.
the
Man.
degree in?
Send me your engagement.
Everybody that I put on whiskey is usually drinking Jameson or Jack or something like that. I'm like, bro, if you taste this, you will never go back to
Have me
Jameson
on my ass.
ever again. The smoothest Irish whiskey you will ever taste in your life. And they gonna cut the check. We're gonna do this business because I know y'all need more range and you want to cover more ground on your
I got you. Just give me my 10%. I got you. I'll make some calls tomorrow. I got you. Send me your engagement.
I know y'all got a diversity and inclusion program, and that initiative has yet to been hitting the ground yet. So holla at your boy. I can be your plug. I know the blacks.
Now you know what they're gonna do. They heard all that, right? They heard all that, and now they're gonna go get Dave Chappelle to do it.
Right.
Also,
I
I
can't
think
compete
we're
with
looking
that.
for the word Irish whiskey instead of risky. That would change the drink completely. But he's like, this is Irish risky. I'm like, is it? That's unfortunate. That is risky.
It's a whole different drink.
You know what? I'm not
Hey,
gonna go back. I'm not gonna go back for somebody with a vinyl tank top on. That's what I'm not.
Vinyl.
Clayton would have a leather tank top, be like, what? Nigga, this is in right here. He'd be like, wholeheartedly, I'm like, Clayton believes so much in what he does. You just be like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe.
You know what's funny? Bro, let me hit you with this, man. I remember like last year when I had started really going hard on Facebook and YouTube. And, you know, I've always been somebody to rock my own stuff with logos on it. So I started rocking the crowns and people were like, oh, what's that on your head? And blah, blah, blah. Within 1 month, you wouldn't believe how many people were trying to order crowns, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, it's crazy. Like, you got to always set your own style because people will hate until you pull something off and they be like, oh, man, that's actually kind of dope.
It was, I knew I couldn't pull it off, but it was dope. I did like the crowns. I knew I couldn't do it. So
you can do it. I've seen you rock like bandanas.
I rock the bandanas, but when you rock your crown, like kind of sitting off your head, my bandana has to go right here. I'm very particular about placement. Like my hats, I wear my hats correctly. I'm not wearing it all cocked and all that.
Yeah.
To the back, and when I wear my brims, I wear my brims straight on. I ain't cocking it on like this and like, yeah, nigga, what's poppin'? No.
Why your voice change?
Because that's how you gotta talk. If you went, yeah, nigga, these bitches think that they gonna do whatever they want to do. No, not on my stroke. Oh, like you gotta talk like that. You
I feel like wearing a crown is like that's a lot of pressure that I'm not ready for. Like,
here's the thing, man.
It's like when you wear a crown, that means you gotta be good at like everything. And some outfits I seen CT wear was not crown worthy though.
Here's the thing, Malik. First of all, you've never seen me in anything that wasn't fresh as hell for me. Now, Malik S would have worn Farmer Jack joint, and I get you.
That is very accurate for you.
But me, all my styles always fly. I never come out looking crazy or bummy, but you always got to rock your style. Like Tahir with the cocking of the hats, I can guarantee that you have been smashing people's aunties since you were 15 and a half. Oh, you just, your whole demeanor, it sounds like you've never smashed a woman under the age of 36.
You talk about doing your own thing, you gotta give props to my man BT though, because BT.
Oh, with the light ups, the scarves, of course.
And the light up LA gears. This nigga had grown up light up LA gear size. I didn't even know they made him grown. This nigga had light up LA gears. I don't know how he was catching planes with them shits, how they weren't going.
Like, you gotta charge him. You gotta charge him before you leave the house, and don't wear them.
He had jumper cables for those shoes though, Malik. That's what you don't know.
That nigga shoes be getting charged at the Tesla station.
He told me one time at the top of the year, he's like, "Yeah, you finna go?" I was like, "Yeah, it's clearing out." He's like, "You think you can get my shoes a jump so I can walk?"
I gotta get to the car. I gotta get home, baby. I gotta get home.
Yeah. I remember first time I seen that nigga without a scarf, I walked right by him because I didn't know it was him. Like ass nigga.
Face ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Pasta.
Don't do me. Somebody said I look like Cisco. Fuck you.
Oh. With your face ass.
I ain't gonna do that though. I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, Dominique, say this for me real quick. That body's so scandalous. Shout that real quick.
They just mad because they ain't get their hair done during quarantine. That's cool.
I'll tell you this, you look great with short hair. I think you probably look dope with long hair, but I just like the short hair look.
I love short hair, but when it's time to really get busy and like you can't really do nothing to it.
You gotta pull
I
a
want to touch
do-rag.
my hair, period. Okay.
Pull a do-rag.
I hate all y'all niggas.
Motherfucker, it's gonna get tight right here. Right, but you ain't that motherfucker.
I got a wig. I mean,
Don't
but
get the wig.
I don't have it at this house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, at this house.
This house,
a minute.
goddamn, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute now.
This house?
This house?
Yeah.
Let
I
me,
still-
Well, she just casually said, yeah.
hey, Tahir, let me unsend my DM, nigga. She talking about this house. I don't need that.
That's why she said, "Are you gonna pay my rent?"
house.
You didn't hear the S. It was a silent S. When she said, "Are you gonna pay my rent?"
I paid rent, not mortgage.
Oh, this nigga was lying. That's hilarious.
I got 6 months of your rent. I ain't talking about that mortgage, baby girl.
Of this house? What kind of shit is
That's
that?
funny, man. That is funny.
You know how much money you gotta have to keep your wigs in a different location of the place that you live? That's money.
She only got Pamela and Shirley at that house. If you want Nikki, Monique, or Sasha, you got to go to the other house of the hills.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Y'all.
This is my city house. That's my house.
Asia, crazy world. Tangerine is in the room with us. I'm doing all of this with us in here. First of all, Asia, who are you trying to snitch on? All right, y'all go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. I want to give a shout out to Osley Jean. I want to give a shout out to Love Trap. Shout out to Poncho. Shout out to D, Marcus, Jennifer, Zakia, Marcus, and Colin. Thank y'all so much. Definitely appreciate the donations, man.
Let me give a shout out to Jennifer Rivas, Marcus Morton. Appreciate y'all. I mean,
Jennifer sent me and you some money. Make your choice. Jennifer, you over here shooting your shot at everybody.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I live my life. Listen, I don't have a Patreon, but I might start a Discord just for all the more mob fans and members, man. We're gonna get something going on. So
shout out, Marcus, Jennifer, D, Jean, Christina, and Crystal.
What is it?
Okay, well, I got Marcus Barrett.
Oh Lord, this is gonna go on forever.
Okay, I was gonna say Xavier or Xavier, Jennifer, JC Bracy, Joshua, another Joshua, Marcus, Osley, Alvin, Cheyenne. What's up? Hey, thank you.
long enough.
I thought it was gonna have to hit it with
Last week I made like $12, so I'm excited about this.
Let me say, if anybody listening, if y'all can send me the cash app, as y'all can see, Dominique got 2 houses, if so, I'm gonna need help.
Yeah.
Say this house.
More mob in the building.
I like that, more mob. What is
Hey, man, let me tell y'all something about my supporters, man. Best in the fucking, even when they roasting, it gets annoying at times, but I know they're doing it out of love. Nobody comes to me to roast and they're just being malicious and they're coming with malice in their heart, man. They support all the shows. I'm doing like 3 fucking shows right now on my own, aside from Wording Is Hard. Shout out to BT Kingsley and Clayton Thomas for doing Wording Is Hard. First of all, let me also say this. BT's is definitely a fan favorite, but I'm completely biased. Clayton was my first ever episode, and it was by far the funnest episode because we created an environment where it wasn't just about roasting. It was literally just a lot of laughing. So, man, thank you, brother, for believing in me, giving me a shot, and donating your time, man.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, anything you ever ask me, I'm always there. It's always a yes. However, I've always felt bad about that episode because I'm like, man, I'm not a high-rated episode of yours, and that pissed me off because YouTube don't rock with me. If we did that on Facebook, oh, brother, the book rocks with your boy. You understand me? The book rocks with your boy, but YouTube don't rock with me. So I'm sorry.
It don't matter, dog. It's one of my favorites. If you guys are watching Wording Is Hard and you watch all the episodes, if you haven't seen Clayton's episode, go back and watch them. When that boy told me my accent is so thick, it should have an OnlyFans page, I damn near lost my mind. And for everybody asking, really quick, I'm gonna show y'all this, and nobody else has seen this. This is literally just for the people watching right now.
Got to share your screen with us.
We got the shirts right here. These are the ones.
Oh snap!
So it's all quotes from different episodes. It's a lot of goodness in here, man. So super excited about that. I'm hoping it's a good week. And first week I always give a crazy discount for the first week. So If I watch it by this weekend, please make sure you tune in because that's when you're gonna get that 20% off and you take advantage of that, man.
Congrats,
BT
man.
said wild shit on there. I'm gonna need BT shit on the shirt.
Well, here's the thing. BT shit was so iconic. I want him to launch his own line. Like Frizzy Fries, we got a shirt for him. Face ass, the way he said that, he should have a shirt for it. I want BT to capitalize on everything he said because that nigga was on a different level that day.
That's because fuck books. That's why.
That nigga say fuck books.
Fuck books, nigga.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all
look, the easiest BT, that would be so dope. Get a picture of a book and spell fuck FCUK and put that on a book. So like the book is like it's open like this. And you
Ain't
got
that how you spell
FC on this side and UK on the books, and then say fuck books, and then put like the little dash and like BT Kingsley right under that small, bro. I guarantee people gonna go crazy.
That's
and they don't feel bad wearing it in public because it's not vulgar, right? Yeah. And it's literally your saying, so people will know immediately what it is. Fuck book, bro. That's the show.
Fuck books,
that was for free.
My man, you just got a super chat to hear from Ronald Young Humphrey, aka WW Warrior. We play on Twitch. This dude is amazing. He said, "Pull up, my guy. I'm slipping." Inside joke. Super dope, man. I love this show. Tahir, you killing it.
Yeah, no, T, man. I appreciate you, man.
Somebody said literally like 5 or 10 minutes ago. They was like, Clayton is a natural on Zooming with the homies, and I was like, I'm in my head. I'm like, this nigga really is. This nigga's really good.
Right.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for putting it together, man. I know, I understand that process of when you're trying to figure it out on your own and having an idea and creating it, making it tangible, brother. You always got a yes for me, man. I appreciated being a part of it, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna let people know too.
I won though, just so we're clear.
You did.
Y'all battle?
Yeah.
BT, you are illiterate. You cannot win.
I won.
Like, nigga, you can't read.
No, I can read, but
you can't even use context clues correctly. What you mean?
I know I use context clues great, and I can read, but fuck books.
Listen, man. Listen, BT Kingsley.
Fuck books.
BT.
Y'all, okay. If y'all haven't seen the episode, BT, please do yourself a favor. You have to see that episode.
Malik get it. Fuck books.
I get it, bro.
Hey, let me also say this, man. I'm gonna give my friends their roses real quick before we get back to the conversation. Everything I'm doing on YouTube right now, all the way I'm promoting this stuff. The promotion and shit, I've already kind of just had a knack for it, but like going hard on YouTube, growing my following, all thanks to Clayton Thomas, man. Me, Clayton, and BT were in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles on Pico at like 1, 2 in the morning, talking about how to get this. And I was like, I know people are making money off of this. I just don't know how. Clayton broke down so much game to me, bro. And I left that night and I was like, I'm gonna call you next week. I'm gonna come over to your house and you show me how to do everything. And I know a lot of people, this is what makes the difference in Hollywood between people who come out here and say they're gonna do it and people who really do it. I hit them up. I pulled up on them. I took everything you told me, adjusted it to my liking, and I did that shit. Implemented it immediately. I had the concept for the show. A month later, we started filming. Less than a month later, and we made it group. Bro, I grew this Facebook channel, my YouTube channel to, I think I'm at 48,000 right now in not even 6 months. And that's just because of the homies not being like closeting all the information, being willing and open to sharing these jewels. And that's what I've been trying to
I need to call you.
Yes, you do.
If I know something and I can help somebody else, I'm always gonna get that information. So for Clayton to give me that information, man, I appreciate that.
See, let me tell you how great the info is. So, I was out there with y'all talking, and my numbers didn't bubble like I wanted to from whatever fumble. So I called him the other day. I say, all right, you gave me all the great tips. Fuck all that. Tell me everything that's fucked up about my page. You're like, oh, well, let's start. And literally was like, this is bullshit. Do this more. This is fucked up. Do this more. Stay consistent. Do that. I was like, all right, done, fixed.
Tahir, I gotta see you about that shirt thing too, because I can't figure it out, nigga.
I got you. Yeah. Call me tomorrow, or we can talk before we go live, or after we go live on your show.
Nigga, I'm old. I gotta come see you how you want to see Clayton.
Okay. That works, bro. I'm for it, bro.
I want to say, man, all you dudes, man, I'm older than y'all, and I just want to tell y'all on some real shit. I'm proud to see how y'all niggas just I don't know if a light switch just hit. Y'all just took y'all career to a whole nother level and direction on some business shit. Like with Clayton and BT and you here. Like I remember when, you know, Clayton was just a little dude just walking around here getting stage time. And now I look up, this nigga's like a bona fide businessman. I'm like, damn, that's what's up, man. I remember I sent you a text a while ago and I say, yo, man, I see you doing your thing, though. I'm proud of you, man. And the same thing with BT. I mean, BT, me and him rolled from Sacramento together.
Yep.
And solid dude, man. So, you know, I've always been blessed to be around decent, good energy people, because I try to be. And the way I see y'all dudes doing y'all thing with this YouTube shit, like I would have never thought to even do that, because you know, I'm in a different class from y'all. I get, you know, I make my money a different way, but the way y'all doing it.
From them $10 dime bags.
Yeah.
Don't
worry about that, though. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart. But I'm just proud of y'all, man, because y'all own boss. You know what I'm saying? We all got different ways we make our revenue in this business. Don't have to just be stand-up, but I'm proud that y'all own boss. Y'all do your own thing. Y'all don't answer to nobody, and you just don't even understand the freedom that you have, because you know you didn't even get to be in that corporate. Even though I do stand-up and I'm acting, but believe it or not, I'm still in corporate because I'm still in the writer's room.
Right.
I'm blessed. I'm not complaining, but
Hey, Malik, real quick, flex real quick. What you write for, bro?
The neighborhood, you know, Black AF, shit like that, Dominique. It ain't nothing. It's just it's nothing. You know what I mean? Just bullshit like that. But
hey, let me tell you something. Malik was walking around that bitch. I did an episode of Neighborhood earlier this year. Malik came to that bitch with a clipboard. Was all, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like just the coolest writer ever. Just walking through. Hey, what's up, man? I was like, yo, man, you think you can introduce me to Sam? Like I've worked with him a couple times in passing, but I never got a chance to like really introduce myself. He's like, nah.
Yo, here's the funny thing. Malik, bro, from backwards to forwards, yo, Malik, I've known Malik since I started stand-up. So we're talking about 05, 06 when I met Malik in 06. So, dude, Malik has always been the person. He's the first dude that I met that genuinely did not give a fuck about nothing. Like he has the energy. Like I don't give a fuck, man. I'm over here getting money. I'm telling jokes. Bam, this is Malik. But Malik is the guy that will literally call and check on you. He will look out, make sure you solid. Like it's so funny. The people who don't get a chance to be his friend will be like, oh man, that dude is this, he that. I'm like, no, he's actually quite the opposite. But you just no.
But
there's people like that. There's people like that. You gotta Hollywood is filled with so many different personalities, man. Some people you don't get to know how amazing they are until you have like that relationship with them. And Malik is one of those people. Like he even at the club, like Malik will literally kill. I've seen him kill at Chocolate Sundays, destroy the stage.
Oh my God.
Walk off and just go in the corner by himself. He ain't with all the rah-rah shit. He ain't all the blase. Like he just be chilling, cold chilling. But funny as fuck, bro.
It's funny because when you meet niggas in LA that just get here and niggas that don't have no street sensibilities, when people respond to something that's happening to them and those people aren't like picking up on that, I'm like, nah, nigga, he's just not, he ain't gonna like shake hands and kiss babies with you on the sake of like, nigga, the nigga don't know you, fam. Be normal. The fact that you're even bringing this up shows that you a weird ass nigga. I was like, he ain't gonna probably associate with no weird niggas. To say if you on some normal shit, he's a real nigga that's just cool as hell, that's funny as fuck. And it's funny because like you always say you're in another class, Malik, but like niggas in our class, we see you as the nigga that's the vet that's like been killing it, but we also understand that you understand things at both levels, because it's like, no, he's not setting them, but he's not exactly us either.
Bro, like
he's still big bro, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
like
man.
your older brother, 2 years older, that like started playing ball before you. Like
exactly.
he ain't gonna hold your hand.
Got a scholarship.
Yeah, he ain't gonna hold
Right.
his hand with the shit. But if you out there handling business, he'll vouch for like, yeah, nah, pick him up.
like your parents had a baby young and you the young baby and he the last brother to lead. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
but before you go, wait, before you go off to college, wait.
Now with Tahir, first of all, amazing words, brother. Thank you so much. You already know, man. I am the guy that I will tell you all the information you want to know because people don't follow through. So out of 100% of people, there's probably about 10% of people that if you tell them what to do, they'll actually do it. The other 90% are just wasting your time. And I knew that you had a hard work ethic and you did exactly what you're doing, which is created your own world. And it's so crazy because Malik is in that corporate system now. I was working on so many game shows and writing on these scripted series, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like having somebody telling me what to do or, you know, like shooting down an idea that I knew was fire. And what I ended up doing as soon as I created my content was doing some of the ideas that I knew were fire. And the internet showed me I was right. Like those are some of my viral videos. So it's like, I enjoy having the fan base to have the power to go out and tour and go touch my fans in real life, shake their hands, hug them, thank them for supporting me. And it's the best feeling because it's to be in a position now, all of us are in to where you have fuck you money. Like I don't have to do anything if I don't want to. I'm saving for this house to get Tangerine as long as she continue to act right. But if she don't, then she getting kicked out. But like stuff like that.
But she don't get fat. As long as she don't get fat and not, shit like that. Yeah.
She'll never get fat, but she definitely will get put out the house. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it's like that feeling. It's great.
I ain't hear none of that.
Shout out to Tangerine, man. I definitely want to get her. She said, I'm gonna act right, baby.
God
damn. I definitely want to get Tangerine on the show, man. I love having the ladies on here, having the representation. And I know people like, well, why you only have one chick per episode? Here's the thing. One, it takes a very confident woman to deal with some of the personalities that I have on here. That's number one. Number two, and not saying that women can't do it, but like sometimes these niggas can be wild as hell. And I try to step in, but I also don't like want to censor people because I want them to be authentically them. Mm-hmm. But also it's like I'm trying to gather a bigger Rolodex of women that would love to be on the show. And I don't want to use all of them up in the beginning and y'all be like, yo, we want to see some new people and all of that type of stuff. So I'm growing it. Every show is going to have at least one lady representing and holding it down for y'all. If I can get more, I will get more, but I want to keep it around 5 to 6 people because outside of that, it gets kind of crazy.
Oh, I can imagine it.
They're not going to get sick of
but to hear Dominique's she's such an interesting addition because every encounter with her I've had has always kind of been in the same space. It's like, for an entity that we both know will bring us into a space for a conversation, and she come on looking like this, and then she get to talk, you be like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Her with really strong opinions, really confident, really clear on her ideas. Because I think the first time I met her was we did the
podcast together.
A podcast with advice from a fuckboy.
Yeah,
and it was like. It starts off, oh, look, she's so sweet. And then the conversation started like, oh, she just said, fuck the 5 heartbeats. All right. but it's combative.
Please, just like we have moved on.
You said what you said.
See, y'all the niggas that I can't date.
Yes.
Because y'all keep bringing up the past.
Here's the funny
part.
Y'all
won't let me grow and move on. And it's not even about
you're not going to grow.
It's just about like allowing me to have that.
So you going to watch 5 heartbeats again?
Yo, I think I told y'all that I watched that shit again, and it was just as bad.
No. Are you gonna watch it again with me under some covers?
I made that statement.
Under the covers.
Are you gonna watch it? Are you gonna watch it with me?
Well, since we've given each other flowers, I want to say shout out to you, BT, because we had a really, really great conversation that day that put a lot of things into perspective. And shout out to Tahir because I think it was still the idea I was wrestling with, but it also gave me more confidence. You kind of like putting me out there. I was like, oh shit, I can do this. So I just want to say thank y'all. You know, I love y'all, like for real.
Clay, so fuck us.
Let me tell you this, Tahir Moore, man, bro. Here's the funny thing. you are the greatest. Like every one of my groomsmen are truly like my brothers. Like, you know, Nate Jackson, I love him and hate him with all my heart at the same time. But Tahir Moore, you are probably the most unique dude I've ever met in my life because you
from the
don't
hood.
have,
We like that.
you don't have the sensibilities of a fuck boy. Like you are the coolest guy in the world. You're literally somebody that will pull a pistol, ride an old school, wear a Dob hat, and then at the same time be like, hey, I made some muffins. Anybody want to I would like a muffin, you possible killer. I would
Are they
love
blueberry? Absolutely, blueberry.
I
like
remember
you're the
sometime
best.
we were filming a sketch. See, this is back when you had your old apartment, like in North Hollywood, right by No Bar.
Oh, yeah.
And we were filming. I was like, I gotta go pick up my car. And you grab my bag. I was like, don't grab that bag. He's like, why? What's in the bag? You looked in, you saw the pistol. I was like, I don't know the guy, so I just want to make sure that he ain't finna try no fuck shit. Oh, you a different type of nigga. I was like, I am.
You know what's funny too? Tahir's the one. He's my adult friend, even at any age. So like, if you need specifically some super grown shit, I want to say I still got your drill over here. Like I had to put something together, nigga, and I was like, nigga, who would I know that would have a drill, electric?
I forgot who had that bitch because that was a Black & Decker. It was a good drill.
Definitely a Black & Decker.
Another drill because I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened to my drill.
Oh, I've had it about 11 years.
Anything about
I'll bring it back.
Like shit or cars, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you on that shit.
Yeah, man. It's
Bro, that is so. First of all, give him back his drill. Like,
I'm gonna give it back.
You're not gonna give it back.
Like low key drills are hella expensive, my nigga.
How much your drill?
In the foreign thing.
Shit. Because Farron just came in here talking about, is that the drill you accused me of losing?
Yeah.
Nah, that wasn't that drill. It was a different drill.
No, it's a different drill.
No, that was a different drill. This is the tip drill.
It is a little.
I heard her feet running in here. She's like, boom, 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 boom. I thought it was a kid finna run in here. She parked in here like, is that the drill that you accused me of losing? I'm like, no.
It is suspect to have another nigga drill though. That is a little suspect.
What?
That's suspect as fuck, dog, to have another nigga drill. Nigga,
It's a Black & Decker drill.
I know, nigga, but
I guess it's like, never mind.
You can't borrow another
not
nigga
even gonna
drill,
do it.
dog.
I ain't got no drill.
You can't be holding a nigga drill that long.
This sound mad sus.
I didn't hold it.
Hey, did y'all see the video?
I used it and then I put it down.
But you still got it, my nigga. Now that nigga, you owe him forever, nigga.
Facts.
I don't even. You know what? I'm just playing. I'm trying to make conversation for YouTube and content.
Nah, man.
It's a sketch.
His drill.
Follow Tahir Moore.
It was a tweet that said, this chick was like, if I see two men together, two grown men together at breakfast, I automatically assume that they're gay. Because why y'all up this early and why y'all together?
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, what?
She clearly date broke niggas.
Right. But first of all, breakfast is amazing, baby girl. That's first of all. I love breakfast. Okay. And yes, me and my homies go get London, Chris Nee, and Chase would go get breakfast, and then we would go soup shop. That's the shit we do. That's just
yeah.
Add on some fun shit.
What shop?
Suit shopping. We go shopping for suits.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, two things. Grayson White, D sent me Shinethia and Gregory. Thank you so much, Team CT all day. This is what I will say, man. Here's what happened with me as far as that getting accused of the gay thing years. I remember I was talking to BT. We were in Sacramento. I'm not gonna say the girl's name, but I was talking to BT and it was people around, and I go lean in to tell them something, and she was like, "No, you whispering, that's gay." I say, "What? No, if a man whisper to another man is gay." I say, "Yeah, if his dick is on him, this ain't gay. I'm talking to my friend." And it was one of those like, how do people even think? First of all, you're not gay unless you're taking something in your body from the same sex. Let's just start there, okay? But how is it gay to go to breakfast or whisper to
me gay?
Huh?
Did you call me gay?
Did I call you gay?
Yeah.
Oh, you doing your thing out here. Well, look, I would love to say but I can't say nothing else. But in any other circumstance, I would say something.
Hey, you got two houses. You taking something.
Yeah.
Niggas paychecks. That's what she taking. Niggas.
Right.
The nigga house is dilapidated. He ain't got food in his refrigerator, but he making sure her rent paid.
Did you say dilapidated?
Yeah.
Let me tell you how big of a fan I am of random word choices and sentences. Dilapidated?
Here's the thing. I will fuck up words 24 hours of the day. Play me on Words with Friends. I will beat the dog shit out of you.
But wait a minute. Let's be clear. First of all, Tahir, I'm very good at Words with Friends, and I can't spell worth a damn because you don't have to really spell the word. You could just keep interjecting letters, and eventually you'll hit something.
I know words, bro. I can't say that. We talked about this today on Squadcast. They were like, "What's the disconnect?" And I was like, my brain lives in the hills. Immaculate house. Everything is pristine. Has a butler. Signs letters with wax sealing and all of that. My tongue, that nigga is in the hood. It's a long way to travel, and it's such a far distance. The words get lost in shit in translation. So it's here. It just don't always come out here. My mouth is on some. And here's the thing: my mouth come from a good area. It come from a good family, but he just be like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna be in.
Nigga, that mouth come from the east side. Ain't nothing good about that.
Hilarious.
Fuck you, okay?
The funny thing is,
no, hold on. Why the fuck somebody? Kanisha try to say, she's like, is the one of those houses her mama house? No.
BT. Wait a minute. Yeah, so you own both houses. You own a house in California and in St. Louis?
It came, okay.
No, don't clear it up, my nigga. Just let it live, bro.
I'm letting it live.
Let us play, Dominique.
Hey.
Live your life, shawty.
Nah, clear that shit up.
Don't clear it up. They don't need to know about the. Don't tell them about the house. They don't need to know the house.
No, Kanisha tried to say, I bet one of those her mama house. No, my mama owns 5 houses on our block in St. Louis, sweetie.
Well,
Malik only wants to know because Malik wants to know how he needs to adjust his budget. That's the only.
And that's cool too. I'm gonna send you a Dior bag that I'm looking at.
So here, I'm just trying to see: should I even do this?
I'm gonna tell you just off guessing. I think you should.
All right.
I think you should.
Let me give a shout out to Grayson White, D, and Gregory Quarter. Shout out to y'all, man. But yeah, I'm just trying to find out how, like, what kind of houses we talking? What's in the neighborhood? Is there Popeyes in these houses, neighborhoods, or is there like Whole Foods? Is there Whole Foods or Popeyes? Because that lets me know what kind of house I'm fucking with. Is there a little dog? You know, is there like Chevys and shit?
Now, Malik, you gotta ask her, what's the supermarket to liquor store ratio?
Right.
If it's like 5 supermarkets to every liquor store, oh, she good.
How many bus stops?
If it's 1 supermarket to every 4 liquor stores, oh nigga, you got that.
How many bus stops in that area?
But we can't talk about what's real. Shout out to you.
You know what I'm saying? I just need to know what.
Somebody said my IG a thirst trap. It's not a thirst trap. I just be out here having a good time. I'll be swimming.
2 houses don't scare me. I just need to know what kind of house.
I definitely taught you how to do a thirst trap. I definitely taught you.
You did.
I definitely taught you. Because you was on some
other shit. Dominique will respond to all DMs for a price. So she got a Cash App in her bio. If you want her to respond, send the cash up first, and then she'll respond to your DM.
Oh, but she ain't got no OnlyFans.
That's my manager. He said that. I gotta follow the rules.
So back to y'all spelling thing and the dilapidated killed me. BT's issue is he's not completely illiterate, but when I see him post stuff like on Facebook and Instagram and spell it, it's like you ever just see your friend and you just be like, oh, bro, like I would have proofread that for you, fam, if you'd have just sent it over.
Proofread? You said proofread?
I said I would have proofread that if you'd have just sent it over, brother.
Listen,
I can't have you out. You represent me. I can't have you out there like that.
Listen, man, let me tell you how it is, dog. First of all, just so we clear, fuck books, okay? I want there to be understanding. I don't believe in the English language like that.
That's ridiculous.
Listen,
how do you want to talk?
Talking. I kind of want to learn some other languages. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You haven't got this one down.
I ain't gonna never get it down.
You can't learn. You can't move on. You can't start speaking English and go to Spanish. You ain't finished.
Let me go higher on it. Watch this elevation I'm finna take to you, brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you some elevation. All right.
All right.
All words are made up.
Technically.
All of them.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no nigga named Webster gonna tell me what's a word and what's not a word.
Okay.
Bling bling is in the fucking dictionary, my nigga. If Lil Wayne can make up words, then so the fucking I.
I'm with you.
Fuck books.
I agree with you, but you know what you did not acknowledge is the fact of the words that people have made up that you have not corrected yet.
And not only that, I just want to say
I don't like them.
Bling is actually a word. It was a word before
Bling bling.
duplicated. Before he said bling bling, bling was a word by itself.
And Lil Wayne got albums, nigga. You can't just make a word without albums.
I can do whatever I want.
That's true. You gotta have an album.
Fuck books.
Hey,
Nigga, knowledge is spelled with a fucking K.
Yes.
Fuck books, bro.
So
Do you think it should begin with an N?
So
yes.
Okay.
Hey, here's the funny part. By their definition, if they started with an N, it'd still fucking be knowledge. Zero reasons on why it wouldn't be knowledge.
Hey, let me ask y'all a real question.
All right.
This is random as fuck. I heard that Drake, if Drake fucks you, he makes you take a shower first, and he only fucks from the back. Do y'all have a problem with that?
To me, but
do y'all have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with the shower part. The shower part makes sense.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm gonna say this. I have had in my past. I've had women come to the crib and they be like, I had one girl say, you gonna make me take a shower first? And I said, make you? I couldn't believe she said that. The fact that getting a shower, first of all, if I meet you in the club and you dance more than 2 songs, you getting your ass in the shower. You got a 2-song and you can't dance through both of the songs all the way through. You got to do a little quick 2-step, sit down, drink something. Oh, that's my song. Get up again for a second, dance a little 2-step, bam. Anytime after that, you got to hit the shower, baby girl. I can't have you dancing all night to the club's music.
I think that's fair. Because I'm like, if a dude come over, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Because like, I feel like I definitely am like, yo, like you got to brush your teeth or wash your hands before you try to even put your mouth or fingers anywhere. So I think that's absolutely fair.
Plus he's Drake. Like, let me just be honest with you. I don't even have Drake's money. If I got Drake's money and I'm telling you, you come through this mansion and you don't think you about to get in the shower and have it the way I want to have it, I think we are at a miscommunication.
I think it's super interesting, the dynamics of what people will do, give or take the finances.
Facts.
Like, and if we're talking about the house that he did the Tootsies Loud in, I need you to just kind of obey the rules of this house, baby. You see, this is a goddamn embassy. You see what it is. When you walk into this, you ain't never seen a floor like this. You ain't never seen no wall like this. Like, I can leave where we're sitting at, and you won't be able to find me in this motherfucking house. Ain't enough time in the day. You'll be lost in here. You'll get lost in here before you can keep arguing me back and forth. Like, what you say? All right, cool. I'll be right back. I'll be on the East Wing doing some other shit.
I didn't even have to have a mansion. I had a studio apartment, and if she wasn't talking the way I wanted to talk, I was on the other side of the room, and she knew it was time to go.
No, I think I'm gonna take a shower beforehand. I'm pretty inclined that you should too. I don't understand the only from the back thing.
Huh?
I don't understand the only from the back thing.
Well, if she
heard it was like some things like so he didn't remember him or something like that, or I don't know.
Disrespect. First of all, let's just say I don't agree with disrespecting any woman, especially when y'all about to have a physical experience like that. But again, this is Drake. So if she's coming, she just wants the story for herself. She ain't even doing a story to connect with him. She just wants to smash Drake. So if he want to hit her from the back and she kicked up, I understand, but you still have to respect her and see if that's what she would be interested in.
But he saw her already. I don't understand. Because listen. We talk. It's Drake, right? So if I'm Drake, then I probably have my surplus of women folks. So I know the type of women I'm gonna be hitting is one, the super bad chick that people aren't paying attention to, and then really high level celebrity that people wouldn't think I would have hit that ain't gonna get on my nerves.
Y'all also not thinking about the other reason. It probably ain't got shit to do with celebrity. Maybe because sex is very mental. He could be one of them niggas that's just how he get off.
But is it?
You know what I'm saying? He could
Wait.
be. What I'm saying is, sex is mental. So he could be one of them niggas he get off from the back, or maybe he every other position, he might nut quick, and from the back is the one position that he can
right
out. So
right.
he's trying to save the embarrassment of that shit getting out to the world. Drake fuck a minute 30. So, but he from the back, he like, bitch, I ride out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
It's
I
three
feel like this.
grown men on here. We know how many times we about to nut, we act like, oh, let's switch positions.
Oh yeah, that's the move though.
Let the nut go back down.
Yeah, that's the move though. That's the move. Right. The move is, oh shit, she getting carried away. Adjust.
Yeah.
The thing is this.
You put your time in from the back. Everybody know that.
Everybody know that. I'll say this, and we've all been there. We're not there anymore, thank the Lord above. But when we were all broke and poor, you had to put on a performance. You understand me? You had to give her the best beats she's ever had in her life because you needed to represent for not having the money to you want to go. However, when you get that bread, you got to take this little 12 to 25 seconds, baby girl, and be honored that I gave it to you.
12 to 25 seconds.
12 to 25. I'm up out of there. I'm back on the game. Twitch. Team CC all day.
Hey, I was literally thinking about that the other day. I was telling Fred, I was like, yo, man, me, Clayton, Tangerine, BT, sometimes we would go to the movies. Yeah. And we would be in the movies, or we would movie hop like 3 different movies, right?
Yeah.
And like that was our day.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time that we went to the movies together because everybody is fucking, I mean, pre-quarantine.
Oh, of course.
But we were like, we literally like, yo, what you doing next week? We literally have to put all our phones and calendars to link up.
Yeah.
And like, that's why I love this right here, like Zooming with the homies, because we get the chance to catch up, we get a chance to converse and see what everybody got going on and how we're dealing with it. But like, it's literally to the point where like everybody's doing what the fuck they came out here to do. Yeah. And we don't have time to like just fuck off the whole day. Like if we see each other, for the most part, it's in the work environment inside of the club, and we catch up there and we talk over the phone. But like, just to spend a whole day in the movies, I can't even imagine doing that now. Like, I actually would feel guilty. And like, I was talking to family about this. Like, I have this thing where I can't stop working. Like, even on my off days, like if I ain't got something to shoot, I'm like, I should be writing something, or I should be shooting something, or writing for the next day, or let me make these flyers. Like, I have the hardest time relaxing. And it's because I don't know if it's my work ethic that's got me here or my talent. And I don't have a way to gauge it. And I was telling her this because she was like, you never just like do nothing. You just always got your phone in your hand, you watching TV, but you're scrolling at the same time. I had to break down. I was like, yo, like what her job is, Fan works with a lot of celebrities because she does event planning for a big company. So like she works with Jay-Z. She's the handler for Beyonce and shit like that. Like that's what she does. But she also has like a job description, and she knows what her projects are going to be for the year. And she knows from that when she needs to start on something and how much time she needs to give herself. She has somewhat of a blueprint. As comics and entertainers and actors, we don't have that. So like we have to just keep running and gunning until something sticks. And even when that sticks, I'm still not at the top of the mountain. So if I'm still climbing, I still have to hit that gas hard because I can't take days off. And so like, even though we went to Mexico, and in Mexico, I was doing self-tapes. I did 4 self-tapes.
Country dropping.
It was cool, man. We had a private villa, butler chef. It was nothing crazy. We flew out that private plane. The point I'm trying to make is that I still was working, like filming the auditions. I was still making a video every day. I don't know how to pull back because my biggest fear is not like excelling and making it. Yeah. And I tell people all the time, my fear of failing is far surpasses my will to succeed.
Right.
And that's what really keeps that fire under my ass lit and keeps me working. And I know I need to do that because she was like, I just don't want you to look up one day and see how much life has passed you by and feel like you didn't live it because you're so focused on the job at hand.
With that said, you said, first of all, you said so many amazing things that were real. For me, this ain't no secret to y'all, but to the general public, I did not do anything in my private life other than go to the movies or go to Denny's or something like that for the first 13 years of me doing stand-up comedy. Like, I was only in a comedy club. I did that night after night. If you were a comedian and you weren't in a comedy club, but I saw you talking about partying, I immediately was like, I don't respect you because you don't take the craft seriously. And then Tangerine was like, yo, when are you going to live your life? And I'm like, yo, I ain't got time to live no life. I'm trying to make some money because I don't know when it's going to happen for me. I know it is, but I don't know when. And she started teaching me how to take a chance to take life in, to write down things that I wanted to do to have fun, places that I wanted to visit in the world, and, you know, things to really keep my mind outside of comedy, because that's the only way you're able to be sane. So, like, you just went to Mexico. We took our trip. I'm not going to say where, but it cost me a lot of money. And when we went,
Fiji.
it was one. No, Fiji. The show flew me out because they wanted me to film. Anyway, I don't want to.
Okay.
This need to hear about
the London trip. You talking about in London?
Well,
no, I think it was Europe and Paris. And there was a couple of different countries out there.
And Italy. Don't forget about Italy. But here's my hope. So when we went over there, it was a breath of fresh air because these are places that I wanted to go since I was a kid. However, I was still like you were and like she was. We were working while we were out there because I have to maintain and grow. I can't afford to be stagnant and feel comfortable because that's when you fall off. And the goals that I have, I won't allow anything to stop me from that, which is I enjoy chilling. I like waking up, doing all my work, and I can play my video games because the work is done. But you can't do that on a normal schedule. And I think a lot of people don't understand what it takes for greatness. They see it and they were like, oh, I want to do what they're doing, but they don't understand what it takes to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tangerine said y'all flew first class to London, to Paris, and Rome.
Oh.
I definitely flew her first class. Dominique, hint. Anyway, yeah, I definitely flew her first class.
Okay, so y'all gotta go keep doing this to me like I'm some sugar baby and I'm just like some gold digger. I just
No.
picture myself.
So you gonna fly me out, Dominique? I'm getting flued out.
Yeah, since you got two houses, fly BT out.
Ooh, okay.
Fly BT out private.
You know, you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer now. That when you don't want to hear the no, that's what you do. You don't have to answer right now.
We were having such an amazing philosophical conversation.
Okay, so let's get back there.
I was just gonna add to it.
BT said, so let's get back.
Wait, real quick. I want Dominique to go, but I really want to hear Malik's response to that, because I don't know a whole lot about Malik other than like what we've encountered each other.
Oh, brother, Malik is one of the most interesting people.
That's why I wanted to have him on the show, but the nigga's been silent Teddy over there the whole time.
This is what you gotta know to hear.
Yo, them niggas don't stop calling me Malik's though in the comments.
They know. This isn't Malik's thing. Malik is the dude. This, first of all, you also
don't know is Malik texted Tony Braxton right now.
Malik is an islander. He's not just straight up, black dude. He has a whole set of things that he's about, but he is one of the most interesting dudes in the world. Island man.
No, I'm doing his. This is why I don't buy that, Clayton, because I'm doing his show tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If y'all are free, tune in to Malik's IG. I'm gonna be on there. Is it on IG or what is it on?
IG.
It's on his IG. I posted it on my page. Kid, can I get some more ice real quick? We're gonna go live. Spank Horton's gonna be on there. He's one of the Plastic Cup boys. So the fact that he has a show and he does talk lets me know I'm not buying that shit from you, Clayton. He talk. I want this nigga to talk, man.
Question.
Well, we were just talking about like where we were, let's say 10 years ago when we first moved out here, and where we are now, and how work has kind of consumed our lives to the point where I feel like I don't know how to relax. I don't know how to take days off because I fear failing.
You gotta have a healthy balance because you want to be successful, but you don't want to become, because the whole thing, what I said earlier was you guys are out of the corporate world. So you don't want to become your own corporate, because then you might as well go back into the corporate world if you're going to become your own corporate. So you got to have a healthy balance to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like even with this quarantine, I was able to sit down, relax, not do much, not have to go here, go there, this meeting, that meeting. And Hollywood, all these pointless fucking meetings that could have been emails, what I'm saying? But so it was good. In a way, it was kind of good. I got to relax. I got to enjoy my fucking place. I got to be here more than 6 hours just to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I got to enjoy, you know, since we talking shit, you know, I got to enjoy both my cars, 2 cars. You know.
Talk about the houses, Malik. Talk about the houses.
I hate all you niggas.
I mean, you know, I took the top off the sports car and just enjoy, you know, I'm saying, like
Just the top out the Maybach.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got to really enjoy my cars, not just driving them to the fucking studio and back home. But you gotta have a healthy balance to enjoy your fruits, especially when you got kids. You got wife, like I seen your trip and I thought that was so fucking dope. And that's why I was telling you about the corporate, because here's the thing. I could take that trip any day, but I don't have the day. I got the money, I don't have the time. So that's what I was trying to tell you guys. You guys have your own freedom, you your own boss. Y'all like, fuck it, I'm going to Paris. I'll be like, I'm going to Paris when we stop shooting. When we
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's you know, it's give and take, because you know, like I don't have the hustle that you guys have like that. So I'm where I'm supposed to be.
You have the hustle. Your hustle's just in a different direction.
Yeah.
It's a different method. So I'm where I'm supposed to be, because if I was supposed to be doing what you guys are doing, I would be. So
But you gotta remember this. You, Malik, I remember once you started, this was right before, I think this was the show where he was the Reverend on TV Land.
Soul Man, yeah.
Yeah, Soul Man. So this is Soul Man. You had just started writing, like getting that network credit. And you were like, man, what's up with that writer's room over there? And I'm like, bro, I was working on that show. I was working on a game show. And I was literally starting to hate who I was becoming, because I'm like, bro, it's not the power. I can't just say, yo, Malik, come in this room, or yo, Malik, you'd be great for this role. Come be this character. It's a chain of command. And I hated it. And it was like, that was my fork in the road, to where I'm like, okay, I gotta decide what I really want.
Right. So
you know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and everything falls how it's supposed to. That's what
I
got my first writing job. Dude, I didn't even know what fade in was. I didn't.
Now this a taper? Are we talking taper?
Here's the thing, and I try to tell my son this: when you gotta plant seeds. So if you guys have time, I don't want to be preachy. Dude named Les Brown, go on YouTube, man. You listen to this dude's speeches. He's like a motivational speaker. Black dude from Liberty City, from Miami, was adopted. It went through hell, but this nigga's speeches be crazy. And it's a bamboo tree, a Chinese bamboo tree, take 5 years to grow. You plant the seed, you gotta water this shit for 5 years. So it's kind of like what we do.
Yeah.
We all got people in our family, like you've been watering, like Clayton. You started probably being online for 2-3 years now, whatever. But you watering that seed, and people probably was like, why are you doing them dumbass videos, man? But guess what? In the 5th year, the bamboo tree, that shit shoot up to 90 feet.
Woo! Damn.
So they say, does the bamboo tree take 5 years to grow? Because if year 5th, in 4 weeks, it'll be at 90 feet. So does it take 5 years to grow or 4 weeks? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't see nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys see your vision and you got to keep going with that, but you got to have a healthy balance to enjoy your vision. Don't become a slave to your own labor.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of you getting out of corporate. You don't want to be a fucking slave. So don't be a slave to your own labor. You can work. You should always work, because we men. So we always gonna be providers, which is a good gene to have. But you also gotta know when it's like, it's okay to relax, to enjoy the shit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. So go to Paris.
On what Malik's saying, and also to like make the adjustment. Like when you see it and it feel weird, you're like, oh, I gotta make the adjustment. Like I realized the other day, I said, yo, I'm doing technically 16 and a half online shows. I was like, I'm going 6 days a week on 2 things. And it's like, all right, and then I got this show and then this show. I was like, I gotta make an adjustment, because now other stuff that I was supposed to be doing, or sometimes, because for a creative, sometimes doing nothing is something. It's like, no, I just need to be still so I can let it flow back in. It's like when you're doing so much, it's like your brain's not what's name. So it's like what you were saying is just make the adjustments. Like, oh snap, I'm doing too much. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. It ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. Still keep your eye on it, but just sit back for a second.
with that, I felt that to what Malik is saying, like January of last year till about May, I was like literally shooting and releasing sketch. I was releasing 7 sketches a week. So that's a sketch every day for every week from January till May. And it was exhausting me to a point where I was like, I can't keep this up and be sane and allow my work to be funny. And I start slowly taking a break. And it's like, now I have my content to a place where, all right, now the people who enjoy it are starting to anticipate it. It's starting to be better, and I don't have to work as hard as long as it makes an impact. And it's just trial and error, finding that balance is worth it.
And you know what's funny is after, and I know everybody here has kind of experienced this, like, so when you do want to kind of
wait a minute, yo, Bobby J online said BT got an OnlyFans mustache. I'm sorry, BT. Go ahead. I just couldn't let that
shit. He been roasting the whole time, and I told Bobby J I wanted to get him on the show a couple weeks ago. I sent him an email. I guess the nigga went back to sleep because he is 2 hours behind us.
I love Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's Loki. If y'all not following him right now, follow him on Twitter and follow him on Instagram.
He's the best.
You won't regret it at all. I'm sorry.
If you search hard enough, you fuck around, might find me on OnlyFans. everybody talking about that cocaine drug store. The only thing I've ever sold is dick. That's the only thing. But I didn't want to get into it. But no, like when you're making the adjustments, it's like you be trying to blend the worlds, like creating for yourself and bringing in the corporate structure of Hollywood. It's like that be another stress all its own. It's like I'm gonna go out on a limb to here and say you might have had some conversations with some people about working this hard going into it. Like, yo, listen, this will be great, and people don't get it, whether it be the people around you and or the powers that be. It'd be like, listen, it's gonna work. Just go with it. And then for whatever reason, they try to come in and want to water it down. And I'm gonna tell you what was super dope. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they said it beautifully. It was like, why doesn't it work when the powers that be want to water down your creativity? Why isn't it coming out the same? He was like, because you can't raise a cheetah inside the house. It just like you gotta let the monsters or the geniuses just do what they're gonna do and just trust that it's gonna be right. Like, you're not a creative, you're a business person. So stay back there and figure out what it was Tony Roberts. And he was like, hey, you can't raise it. Because we just talked about like his career moves, and he was like, it's kind of hard to contain me. I'm kind of all over the place. My brain kind of works a very specific way. And it was like, when I go and have these meetings, they want to water me down or make me do this or that. It was like, you can't raise a cheetah in the house, bro. I was like, it's going to be a cheetah. You know what I mean? I was like, that's fucking, I'm taking that down forever. Like, that's a great,
You can't, here's the thing, man. What I noticed, and this is something that BT's been saying for 10 years, the cards are going to fall where they may. Like, everybody's going to end up where they going to end up. When you see cats, I remember I have this heroes complex where I always want to save people, or I always want to make somebody's problem a solution. And it's helpful to a certain extent because your heart is in the right place. But a lot of times you just got to let whatever happens happen, because if you work hard, I've never worked on something and gave it my all and failed. Even when I've taken a loss, it's been a success because, all right, now I can reconfigure this and go that way. But when you work hard at something, you're gonna win. There's no other alternative. But when you're the type of person that if I'm like, hey, Tahir, hey man, you on this Zoom, right? So how you be doing Zoom? And you be like, oh brother, it's an app. If you just download this and just take the steps, you can do your own. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, but I'm trying to, I gotta get in the studio. You be like, there are people with excuses. It's people who want you to do the work for them. And then there's people that will actually do the work. And when they do that work, now you Tahir Moore on YouTube, 40,000 deep in a couple of months. I'll let you know.
I'm gonna tell you like this, it's like this. It's real simple. You got results people, you got process people. So most people just want the results.
Yep.
The thing for me, I always ask somebody to process. You know what I'm saying? I can't get no results without process.
Facts.
People don't want process. People want to they just want to, even with me just happening, I was on the road with Sid and I knew Sid, and then he got a TV show. He was like, I want you in the writer's room. without me knowing it, I was already planting that seed by always being on time, by always doing the work, by always being funny, by helping him write. All this stuff was already in place. So when the TV show came, it was naturally for him to be like, yo, let me get this little nigga in the room and, you know, make sure this shit be funny and, you know,
right.
My voice.
Have an organic voice in there.
Exactly. So, you know, you always got to do the work, and that was the process. But people will see the result and be like, oh, it's because he knew Said. Nigga, that's not just cause. Said know a lot of niggas.
Right.
So people don't want it, but they don't, because that's because they don't want the process. Because when I was writing jokes for Said and I wasn't asking no money for it, motherfuckers be like, oh, you crazy.
Seeds.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm yeah, exactly. This is a relationship.
That bamboo tree.
That's that bamboo tree.
You know what I'm saying? So did I start writing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, depending on who you're talking to, they be like, oh, that nigga just got shit because he knows Said. Okay, let's go with that. But how did I stay there?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, Malik, this is a beautiful question and conversation for you, because me and everybody here, we talk about this all the time. There's this perception that, oh, if so-and-so comics don't want funny people on the road with them and so on and so forth. And I'm like, it depends on yes, that's the truth, but it depends on the comic, because I know some monsters that go out with some monsters. Yeah. And it's okay. I say, if the person's confident, they want that extra knife on the stage with them.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons Said told me he wanted me on his shows, because he see my crowd work. He was like, nigga, your crowd work be having these motherfuckers scared to say anything by the time I get up there.
Yeah.
He was like, they be on their best behavior. Nobody.
Yeah, Miami.
Because people's mental is like, where if the young dude is killing us like this, what's Said gonna do?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so people just assume he got to be way better at crowd work than he is. He'll murder me.
Right.
So that's why I say I'm a process person, because everybody just want results. But the process is what's important. Like the process of, you know, you guys like Clayton learning how to work the algorithm, learning how to do this video. Oh, this video don't work. This video work. But they'll just see the results. It's like, oh, that nigga be having the bitches in his video. That's why his video is. Okay, but
I wish that was the answer.
But people will always look for a negative to make it look like you didn't put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not what they want to do. So I gotta knock your shit down to
right.
Here, like, nah, nigga, I work hard. You know, like I said, I could take any nigga and be like, yeah, you know, put that nigga in the writer's room.
Woo!
Hey, though,
different world.
Are you gonna be able to go to other shows, other hit shows, and get jobs?
Right.
So, you know, it's all about process for me.
That is so funny, man, because like, man, I remember watching cats do sketches. Like I remember 2013, 14, when Tony Baker and Jahan and all of them were doing these sketches, and I would watch, you know, King Batch, all of the guys who do internet content. And then ADD came around, and I saw Tahir and Kev and everybody, and I was like, that's dope that they doing that, man. Man, I don't have the type of humor that can fit on the internet like that, because I don't think that they'll rock with me. And years ago, and I was at BT's, he was filming his Comedy Central special, and Jahan was there, and he was like, hey man, when you gonna come shoot? And I'm like, oh no, man, I ain't, you know, I can't do that. He was like, just come see what's up. And at the same time, bro, I was feeling so stagnant in my stand-up career. I was feeling stagnant in my acting career. I was feeling stagnant in writing, because I was making money, but I was only making enough money to go to the next thing. So essentially I was living check to check in all of my talents. So I was like, forget it. I might as well go see what's up. And going and seeing how they worked to do a sketch, and how they wrote, and how they put together a video, and how to edit it, and how to do these things, I knew it was gonna be a process to learn, but I knew it would be worth it. And I stand here 3 years later like, yo, I had no idea how much worth it would be, but how different the world is, and how many more people I can reach than trying to go about being a jack of all trades, but a master of none at that time.
You know, it's crazy too, because if you look at, because Jahan's like my internet uncle, like for when I see the DeJuan Brown that posted this thing the other day, he said, when I first started comedy, all the old school comics was talking shit about the online comedians, talk about what y'all gonna do when they shut off the internet. And it was right when the quarantine happened. He was like, well, they didn't shut the stage down now, nigga. What you niggas gonna do? and it was like this shining thing, because the visceralness of the way that I've seen like the older generation attack the internet niggas have always normally been really warm. Like, yo, comics were naturally warm, but we don't lead like that. If you see a comic doing some shit on stage and you have a tag for him, you'll tell it to him. If you see him do some bullshit, hey man, you probably shouldn't do that. Hey man, you probably shouldn't call yourself hot sauce on the cornbread. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's not a, you know what I mean? Like normally we'll just, especially if they ask, we like a naturally nurturing community. And when it was the first time, I remember when I was John, the same thing is like I went and shot with him, and it was interesting watching. It was like you would go there and it'd be people shooting over there, people shooting over there, people shooting over there, people shooting over there. And then that day you was in 6 things. So now I shot 2 or 3 of my own ideas, but I was in 3 or 4 other ideas. Well, damn, that's 7 days of content, and it was a high community. Now things have changed with the YouTube and Facebook, and people get a little bit more funny about you posting me and I'm posting you. But when it was just Instagram, the grind was different. But once you learned it, it was like, oh, I know this, I understand it, and now I'm going back into the other stuff.
I think the beef that happened with the older comics was.
Well, wait one second, Malik. So here's the thing. We normally stop at 11 o'clock. I've been trying to make that a thing so people just get used to this timestamp. But this is such a good and meaningful conversation. I want to keep it going. If y'all are good with keeping it going for a little bit longer, and the fans are good with, if y'all good with it in the chat, y'all good with it, let us know. We'll keep it going. But I also want to respect the time barriers, because I know y'all all got stuff to do. BT, I know you got to start club quarantine in a minute.
I never start on time. I'll start at 15.
Okay, cool. But if y'all want to keep going, we can keep going. I wanted to respect y'all time barriers, because I told you from 9/11. So if y'all good, we'll keep going.
I just want to say, I think the beef that came with the older comics I don't want to be disrespectful and say internet comics, but I think what happened was everybody on here who's a comedian, we started on a stage and we know we wanted to be comedians.
Yeah.
Get 500,000 followers to be like, well, I guess I'm gonna be a comedian or a model. And I think that's where the beef started. It was almost, I think a lot of older cats was feeling like, you're only doing this because you're popular now. You could have always been a comedian, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was stopping you from being a comedian when you had 150,000 followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that was what happened. And I've seen this personally for myself. They were taking a lot of comics jokes and turning them into sketches.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of that kind of stuff happening. And I think that's where the, disconnect started happening between the internet guys and the.
You mean to tell me this coming from the nigga from the hot nigga? I am hot. You mean people would actually just kind of run off with your thing? And
here's the thing. And I was one of them niggas. I didn't even really care. I was just like, I don't give a shit. Like it didn't bother me like that. I didn't give a damn. But but I've seen people who really were, offended and hurt by it, because kind of like, man, this motherfucker just took my shit and made a sketch out of it. And it's like I say, you don't need any follow. You don't need any social media to do comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, Malik, to speak on what you just said, I also think it's always an underlying tone of jealousy too, and resentment, because if you came up the traditional way through comedy, you did the stages, you did the hanging out. A lot of people don't realize, like, to be a comic, especially in LA, your first 5 years, a lot of your time is spent hanging out. I would say maybe 70% of your time is hanging out. But through that hanging out, you get to build relationships. You get tags at these open mics. I always tell comics, and I've said this on a couple different platforms, when you do open mics and you're coming out to LA, you're doing open mics, you're not doing it to work out the material. You're doing it to build those contacts, because you build that contact and that network and you mature those relationships. Now, when you go on stage, you can talk to, hey, ACT, I'm about to work out this new material. Can you, see if you see any tags where I can put in. Malik, I'm working on this new joke. I don't know where I need to land with it. Can you watch my set and give me some tags? Those relationships right there will help you so long in the future. Like whether it's getting booked on shows, getting picked up from tours, getting writing gigs, whatever it is, you nurture those relationships. So because a lot of people like, yo, I do these shows in LA and these open mics, it don't be no crowd in there, it's just be comics. It's like, okay, so take advantage of that situation. So when you got these internet comedians or people who started doing comedy from the internet, you think about all the time you spent doing it the traditional way. And you feel some type of way about somebody who just came in because they got 1 million followers on the gram or Facebook and all of these doors were open for them. And it's like, you always have to remember there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? And just because somebody didn't do it the way that you did doesn't mean that they did it the wrong way. But also, you also have to understand, like nobody can take a blessing that God has already ordained yours.
Yes.
Like I go into every audition thinking that, like, if this meant for me, I'm gonna get it. I don't give a fuck if Forrest Whitaker, Denzel Washington, Jamie, for all of them audition literally 15 minutes for me. If it's for me, none of them can take it. Right. And I move with intent with that on my mind. Everything I do, I have that on my mind. Like, if it's for me, it don't matter who was before me. This is for me, and nobody can take that from me. So, like,
it's definitely Forrest Whitaker.
Like a lot of people don't understand that. And then the third thing I would say is that comedy clubs are restaurants with entertainment. So you gotta always have to keep that in mind. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing that shit. If you can't fill that club and this internet motherfucker can pack out every seat in the house, they gonna go with this internet motherfucker because they are a restaurant that just provides entertainment. They care about drink sales and they care about food sales. Yeah, it's great that you're funny, but I don't give a fuck if you ain't funny. If you're not funny, you got every seat filled in this house, we still gonna book you for 5 shows this weekend. It's simple as that, because they are in the business of making money, and they make money from drink sales and food. So if you can pack out that house, they gonna make money. They don't give a fuck if you were funny or not.
So here's, with that, along with that, the piggyback, man, from a standpoint of a person who's a true stand-up comedian, been doing this for 15 years, and then getting into the video world, I saw both points. I saw the comedians who just do online content not know anything about stand-up, but the ones who respected it, you wanted to help them. And then you see, first of all, a lot of internet people are just weird. Like, the people that you see make sketches, a lot of these dudes are weird because they don't have to have the interaction with people that we do as stand-up comedians. And then as stand-up comedians, I get it. You see a cat come in with all these followers and they got fans, and you've been working hard and you blow them off the stage every single night. I get it. However, like you said, Tahir, it's a business. But in the same token, I was the comedian that was opening up for so many comedians, and I would be like the opening act and be ready to destroy, but they didn't come to see me. And I wanted to change that. And the only way that I could make that change was by doing the things that were in my control. I can't control getting booked on a TV show. I can't control booking a huge movie, but I can control my phone and this lighting and calling my friends and be funny for a couple minutes and post that online and hope people, you know, enjoy the content enough to follow me. And that's what ends up happening. Like, you have to take your career in your hands no matter what you want to do. And that's the only way to win. If you either have the choice of being the complainer, oh, woe was me, why is this happening? Or you have the choice to say, I'm going to win no matter what, and I will not lose.
I would say this, being that, you know, my class of comedians that I know, I guess the people I'm around, I'm mostly around successful people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's not by accident. That's just, you know, if you hang around 9 successful people, you'll be the 10th. So I never seen nobody in my class or even older, like, be mad at the internet comics. We always was just like, do your thing. I don't give a fuck, because you ain't fucking me. I'm me. Yeah. I think it's always the older cats that's probably not successful, not happy with their career, always be like kind of bitter. But dudes who out here getting money and doing their thing, nigga, I could give a fuck about an internet comic selling out 30 shows at the Improv. I don't give a shit. Get that money. Shit, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Spend your money wisely. You don't pay your taxes. That's the only thing I tell. Like,
hey, the taxes. Let me tell you something, man.
I don't have no beef with money, little nigga.
Taxes will come back to get you. You got to be on the taxes, man. When I tell you, I had to pay $17,000. Because I didn't know nothing about taxes. That's another thing, Mike. It's not just about like learning how to get on stage from comics and stuff like that. You need to learn your legal shit. Before, like, me and Pat were doing ads for these companies, and we were getting paid from Google, and we getting that. And I didn't withdraw any of that money. I did my research. I talked to Clayton. I talked to a lot of white. I don't know. I did this. They're literally white. I talked to a lot of white content creators. I was like, oh, yo, what do you have set up? Like, do you have an LLC? Do you have a C corp? Do you have an S corp? What's the difference? I got everything I needed to know before I let Pat or me touch any of that money, because I'm like, because we did a little bit and then everything was in my name. So now it look like I got all of this money, even though Pat taking half of it. And I'm just like, no, I'm not paying all these taxes again. I'm not getting caught up on this shit again. Learn whatever field you in, learn all the legal jargon and all the legal ramifications that you need to know about it. Because when it comes to money, they will always collect. The bill always comes due.
Is a
know your fucking money.
To 17,000 is a blessing.
Yeah. Here, let me say this to you and let Dominque hear it. If I had to pay 17,000 nigga in taxes, I'd be so fucking happy.
Y'all gonna stop doing me, okay? Can y'all stop, please? I'm up here like soaking in all these gems. I'm like, okay, next level shit. I'm learning.
Hey, Clayton.
Bring it back here.
Clayton, if I had to pay 17,000 nigga, I'd just go in my sock drawer and get that shit.
But hold on, but keep in mind, this is 2010.
That's a lot of money. I'm not saying anything bad. Tahir, let me tell you something. First of all,
don't feel bad, nigga. I paid 8 last year.
Tahir, I know that you are making that bread, okay? I'm talking about
$8 in taxes.
I just had to pay for taxes.
Not 8,000, nigga. $8.
Bro, I would have loved for that to be the receipt, brother.
Dear, I paid $8 in taxes last year.
BT, you a lie.
But you know what? A lot of people don't know it, man. Like, I did this video today on Instagram about
I'm going to jail, nigga.
This chick said, should I get my man an LLC or PS5? And I did the video in light, like if that man don't want no business, get him a PS5 and all that type of shit. He don't want to deal with them taxes. Here's the thing, like, if you get an LLC, and I'm just gonna drop this on you to who it needs to hear it, you'll soak it up. Get an LLC if you're making under $110,000 a year, right? That's you, and if you have a business partner, if both of y'all are making under $110,000 a year, LLC. If you're making over $110,000 a year, do S corp or C corp. Now, when it comes to the S corp or C corp, I can tell you what I know, but I would prefer you guys go to a financial advisor, because each one of those have different parameters when it comes to taxes, how much you make, how you pay yourself. You think that when people make all of this money, they're just getting that money, and they are, but there are consequences for it. You might make $500,000, but you're going to give up 40% of that to taxes, because you not only pay tax on the money, but when you pay yourself, you have to pay taxes on that. There's something called payroll tax. You literally have to pay taxes on cutting yourself your own check. It's so much shit that the Uncle Sam would take from you. And if you don't know it, you think, oh, I just got this money, I'm gonna ball out. Don't ball out. Don't ball. I only, for the most part, I only buy old schools. I'm not buying no foreigns. I'm not buying something that costs $300,000 that's gonna depreciate $50,000 as soon as I drive it out the lot. I buy old school for $5,000 to $10,000. I'll fix it up and I love it. It's easy to fix and it's built well. You buy all of these foreign shit, you buy all of, and that's another custom jewelry. They can't do nothing. If you got a chain with your name on it and diamonds and all that shit, unless another motherfucker with your name comes along, nobody wants that. So you're gonna automatically, if you paid $150,000 for the chain, you're gonna get 75, if that, because they have to melt that down. They can't use that. They can't sell that shit in the store. You have to think, man, look, financial freedom is not just two words put together. It's literally a mindset. And once you adapt that mindset, you have to adapt it in all facets of your life. It's not just about getting money and getting on. You got to think about, how do I keep this money?
And don't be scared of money.
I'm straight. My kids are straight. I ain't got to work. And somebody told me, if you don't have enough money in your savings for 6 months, and this was years ago, so at this point, it probably should be 8 months. If you don't have enough money for all of your bills in 6 months, you shouldn't be making no big purchases. None.
Bro, My first big check, I remember my first big internet check. I looked at that money and I was like, what? And then the other part of my brain said, okay, let's not touch this. And I did not. And I'm so glad that I did not, because once the Uncle Sam came around, brother, I was very sad to part with that money, but I knew that I had it to do it because I was smart.
And don't be afraid of money, huh? I've been finding myself in these situations where I sometimes step on some toes because the church or the Lord, in whatever religion you believe, will have you believing that money is the root of all evil because that's what your grandmama said. That's what grandma said. Grandma said that. Listen, and your mom and your grandmama didn't. She still ain't make the payments on the house. She still ain't make them payments. House gone. Afraid of money, baby. It's good. It's a lot of times relationships don't be working just because of the financial issues. That's why everybody hollering at Dominque, and I ain't said nothing. Okay.
I hate all you niggas.
Let me tell you something, man. Tahir, bro. Here's the thing, bro. When you crustaceans, we going to volcano, goddammit.
So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. I'm about to bounce. I'm gonna leave you this as far as money goes, because I know a lot of people say this shit. Oh, money change people. Money don't change people. Money just give people the opportunity to be who the fuck they are.
Say it again, Malik.
That's facts.
If somebody with money is an asshole, they always was an asshole. They just couldn't when they ain't had no money because they had a supervisor, because they had a manager or whatever the fuck it is. So all people with money that are assholes, them niggas was always like that, you know. So money don't change nobody, you know what I mean? Because all you guys are doing well. I could honestly say niggas always show love. Niggas always been 100 to this day. So
you still ain't tell her about the houses, Malik. Tell her about the houses that you own.
What? Can y'all just stop? That is not me. I feel like y'all put labels on me.
No, not at all.
And that's not me.
Here's the thing.
I'm just a humble girl from the west side of St. Louis.
Dominque, listen, I want you to know this when you think of Clayton Thomas. I am the greatest wingman of all time. You will never find a man that is better at hooking people up than me. Do you understand me? And when I'm telling you I'm amazing at it, I just need Malik to tell you about the houses. That's all I need. Nothing personal.
Hey, Dominque, he's trying to bless you. Take the blessing.
Listen, we're about to get up out of here, man. Before we get up out of here, if you guys got anything going on, I want you to take this time right now to tell them what they can check out, where they can find you, all of that stuff. Malik, let's start with you.
You know, if you home, you ain't doing nothing, you could binge watch The Neighborhood on CBS, 2 seasons. You'll see me on there. I got a little real. It ain't nothing, Dominque. I'll be on there a couple times. You can check out The Neighborhood. You could check out Black AF. I wrote on that. That's on Netflix. That's streaming right now.
First name pop up on the credits. I'll let your baby.
Definitely did. Definitely got on there. I know what that means. Yeah. I know what that means.
You can fuck with your boy on the Instagram, Malik S Comedy, Facebook, Twitter, J-Date, Farmers Only. I'm on everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. We can't do much right now.
Let's go to BT real quick because I know he's about to.
Hold on, give me a second.
Malik, give me your Instagram real quick.
Malik S Comedy, MALIKS Comedy.
Okay, solid. BT, go ahead, shoot your thing.
You guys, first of all, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, everybody in here. T, I appreciate you a lot because I can see my YouTube going up, and for anybody that doesn't know, I have a hard goal to get to 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Specifically, YouTube and Facebook are the most important for me. But YouTube specifically, we just hit 4,000 today. So yeah, that was step one of me releasing my
Thank you.
On 7 mouths. You all right? All right. So step one of me releasing the show was getting the page to 5,000 followers. So Give Me 5 will be released soon, hopefully. So that's most important. And then I have a lot of stuff going on right now as far as IG. 6 nights a week we do Vincent Dracula Jones. 6 nights a week we do Twitch. And then Wednesday, Lovers on Wednesday. Fridays is Top 5 Fridays. Monday is Move Makers. T, I need to talk to you about that ASAP. I didn't do this because of the JE thing, but other than that, BT Kingsley on everything.
All right, Clayton.
Okay. First and foremost, Tahir, man, you already know I love you like a blood brother. You're the greatest of all time. Anytime you ever call me, the answer is yes, unless it's to do some kind of homosexual sex. Outside of that, I would.
you know him and Cam be eating them sausages for breakfast. Ain't no telling.
Yo, Tahir will send you some wild emojis at the end of a text. I'm like, oh man, my boy been out here, baby. So look, only thing that I want you guys to know about me, other than the Twitch, go to twitch.tv and follow me, Team Clayton Thomas. But tomorrow and Thursday at 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube, Tangerine does her show, Shoot My Shot, and Tangerine's Top Talent. If you got a talent, come show your love to her. 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And my own singing showcase on Sundays. If you guys can sing.
Crazy yesterday.
It's crazy, man. We give away a lot of money to a person who can sing if they're the winner. We have a great time. It's just an incredible thing to hear. I would love for you to be a judge this week if you can spare the time.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate your fans. I really appreciate you thinking of me, man.
Yeah, Tahir, good seeing you, man. CT, good seeing you. Malik, good seeing you.
I'm gonna send people to your thing after we close out, BT.
He gonna not say goodbye to Dominque.
What's her name again?
You are such an asshole. I am not.
What you got, Dom? What you got going on?
Are you talking to me? I'm sorry, because BT was being rude.
He was.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Hey everybody. I got a lot of comments about the shirt. This is actually New Heritage the brand. Follow Instagram at New Heritage the brand. Am I froze?
No, you good.
Okay. Instagram St. Angeles as well. And yeah, working on the projects real soon. Whiskey Sour be coming your way. I appreciate everybody except for the motherfuckers that called me Cisco and Nene Peaks. I saw all y'all bullshit comments. I still love all y'all niggas, but you know, here we are.
You dropped that N-word tough. Like you got an album dropping next week. You got harder than dudes that just got jumped in a game. Jeez.
Here's the thing: Dominque had a clothing line, and she stopped doing them. And I'm encouraging her and challenging her to start the clothing line again. Start the fucking clothing line, Dominque.
Okay, I didn't have a clothing line, but sure, I'm going to start one because you told me to.
I met Dominque through her sister. Me and her sister went steady in 7th grade, and then she dumped me through somebody else in 7th grade. I never let her live that down. But her sister is an architect. Interior designer. And she's dope as shit with what she does. And Dominque and her has started talking about a clothing line. They never did. And I'm like, yo, do the fucking clothing line, man. Just do the shit.
Dominque, tell your sister she played herself.
To get that shit off the ground by the end of the year.
Tell her she played herself because Tahir's famous now.
You played yourself. Tell Janelle you played yourself.
You played yourself, Janelle.
I will send her the clip.
Yeah. You told your handle, St. Angeles. Last thing I want to say is thank you everybody for pulling up tonight. It was a great show. Real quick, I want to thank Oren Force. I want to thank Justin Shaw, Racing White, Ja'Cory, We Love Trap, D, and Colin again, Marcus Burnett, Anthony Williams, Melanie James, Naomi, Gregory, Gary, Brett, Chanitha, and Osley, Poncho. I think that's what I started at, Poncho. Thank y'all so much for the donations. I definitely appreciate it. And thank for everybody that showed love in the super chat and the stickers. We do this 4 nights a week, Monday through Thursday, Zooming with the homies. It's usually 9 to 11. Fridays, me, Josh, and Tony Baker have amazing shows called The Best Silent Listening Party. And as always, Wednesdays is Wording is Hard, drops every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. This week we have Ryan Davis this week. So
how many episodes did you shoot, bro?
Huh?
How many episodes did you shoot?
Bro, I shot a lot in 2 weeks, and I'm back shooting. We moved the desks farther apart, and everybody's 6 feet from each other, and there's only 8 people in there, but we still shooting, bro. We got ads now, so I can't stop because I put it on the podcast, so now they can listen to it on the podcast, all the streaming sites.
I created a show literally 2 weeks after Wording is Hard dropped, and I was like, all right, bet. I talked to the studio and everything, and then this happened, and I'm like, bro, this would have been perfect timing.
Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of worked out like that, man. And it was definitely unexpected, but the outpour of support for Wording is Hard has, man, driven me to tears at times, because I never would have thought something that I created in my mind would turn this type of output. But I am so thankful to everybody that supported. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for supporting my guests. Their Cash Apps are still up. I'm going to try to go back through and put everybody's Cash App on all the previous videos. So if you guys still want to bless them later on, you could do that. But thank you so much for watching. You guys have been amazing. We will see you tomorrow on another episode of Zooming with the Homies.
Shout out to Christina. Shout out Christina. She just, so I was,